Hey, everybody. Well, I say everybody, but it's one person. Set this chair up. Okay. Jerry, hi. How are you? I would imagine being a press secretary would be a very difficult job. Um, I don't like that writing. Hold on, let me fix that. I'm gonna fix that. I don't like the way it looks. Well, I mean, I like it. It's just that you can't. I have to pick one that you can read. Not that you can't read, but something bold and very clear. I like that one. There we go. You could read that one. Hi, Kristen, Jerry. Are we going to put on the new jewelry? No. I have faith in you. Thank you, love. Do you think Santa's um, elves have an XXX toy? Oh, of course they do. Yeah. I'm going to open. I'm going to open. Okay. So, uh, Katrina Klein on Facebook. Also on he's on Instagram. He's a drag queen. We've been getting to know each other recently. I don't know how we found each other, but he's you know let's say he's not one to sit here and promote you know so-called Republican values or whatever, but he's in the middle at least. We'll just say that. I don't know where honestly I don't know where he's at. I've come to find out that say if I have something in common with somebody that kind of seems might be an unlikely alliance, I don't really get too deep into stuff. I mean, if he believes if he's more of a conservative thinker, then we're good. But I get along with everybody. This thing I get along with everybody: liberals, Democrats, progressives, anything. I mean, and we're all blends of all of it anyway. Did you watch Wicked? No, but I've watched all of the interviews and I've loved it. In fact, I think that there should be a movie where they package all the interviews. I guarantee you can make a 3 hour, film and a discussion about what's going on with that. Okay. So I think that would be great. I'd like to see that. Very mindful, very demure. But oh wait, you probably can't hear me that well. Let me get my mic over here. But I saw the musical. I saw it when it came out, like years and years ago, and I loved it. I don't know what's happening in the movie that is giving everybody this reaction, if it's even an authentic reaction. Right? I think people just want something. It's like I think people on a certain side of our culture really need something sugary and sweet and colorful and musical. They need something to get lost in, and I think that's what they're doing with Wicked. Mike, thank you so much for holding space for me. Mike, I am holding space for you to hold other spaces in, and one of those being for me. Thank you so much. Thank you. The book is so much better. It has tiger orgies and possible elf SA in it. No way, really. Same here. I friends of all. It's like, you know what? Is it mujeres? Wait, what's mujeres? Lost mujeres. It's not like a Y for it. No. I mean, is it a love? No. No, no tienen pollo. So no chickens. I'm trying to figure out what your name in my basic Spanish. It's basically the Rio Grande movie. I liked it. It was fun. Okay. Is it gagging? Is it similar to how Joker 2 was a Lady Gaga music video, which everybody was afraid of and which it ended up being? The Wicked fandom seems like emotional attention seekers. Well, yeah, it's all performative. All of it's performative. Don't say it too much or you're gonna get in trouble. I know, I gotta be quiet. I'm banned on TikTok, of course. I haven't seen Joker 2 either, but I remember when people, were saying, "Oh god, Lady Gaga's in it. It's gonna be a big music video." And there's no, it isn't. It's not going to. And then it came out, and then everybody complained that it was Lady Gaga video. How important setting spray, Kitty? Um, are you like a sweater? Like, do you sweat or get oily and all of that? I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't have I don't use it. I'm not saying that nobody should, but I know performers who sweat a lot, and honestly, you know what they do? Not so much on the face. I mean, but you're going to a concert, you might get hot and sweaty in there. I mean, it might get humid and moist. Moist. You know what you can do? It'll be hot as AF. Yeah. Um, most of the guys that I know just use hairspray. They do their makeup, all of it, and they do like a fine mist of hairspray and they kind of walk in it without, crinching up your face. Just walk through it and let the mist, and you can do that a couple times. But um yeah, I've heard guys use hairspray. I mean girls do too, of course, but anyway, okay, so Modern Mame, we kind of bonded online. He does kind of like an old Hollywood kind of glamour type of stuff where, me, I'm more of a joke. I'm more of a, I try to be fun. I'm not that he's not fun. He's fun. Um, if you are a 10-year-old overweight and slightly friendless girl, you will like Wicked. Oh, probably, huh? I would imagine. So is it mostly a girl movie? I've heard it's mostly a gay movie. Like it's really sort of being driven by the LGBT side of life. Don't hairspray prevent underwear from riding up to. Um, yeah, I've heard that. I've also heard there's a hairspray. In fact, it's right here. It really is kind of an adhesive. Got to be glued. Guys are using. In fact, they use it to attach wigs. Like they'll spray it along here, and then you let it dry and get tacky, and it becomes more like of a gorilla glue. It's really a thick it's a thick hairspray. I don't know if I would use it on my face. Well, no, I've used it on my eyebrows. I've used it to smooth out my eyebrows. When I glue them down, then I'll take some of that hairspray and wipe it on. The friendships and story arcs are that level. Okay. Okay, so Modern Mame sent me, and he sent me all of this, and I know I showed you guys this. I think last week he sent me all of his makeup. He sent me another one. I'm gonna try it out. Puss Puss says, "Where is Hoggy?" And Ego, is this patriarchal, misogynistic colonizer? Wait, looking at Katrina's Insta, and oh my god, she uses. Does she? I haven't seen. I haven't seen him do his face. Like, I would. You know what I'd like to do, and I don't know if he'd be down for it. I think it would be great to have him on here, and we do a split screen, and we just talk and do our makeup. Oh, who? Okay. Where is Hoggy, and who is this patriot massage? I know, right? Puss Puss. I can't get any whiter, can I? Wait, hold on. Yeah, I can. Hold on. Look at that. I'm gonna really privilege it up. Hold on, I'm gonna give it all to you, okay? And you're gonna see my eye color too. I'll really focus in on my light eyes. Hold on. There we go. I'm gonna really Caucasian it up for you. There we go. All my whiteness. Okay. Yes, dear make. I think it'd be fun, but I don't know. I know a lot of guys like they don't. Yeah, I mean they don't like doing that or showing the process. I'm not saying that he would. I don't know. I don't know him well enough. But I liked it for the set design, some of the songs and the Oz vibe. And I thought, you know what? You thought Ariana was perfect. Yeah, I could see her being perfect for it. I really can. Um, I love the interview you did with that muscular guy a couple of years ago. I don't remember his name or if he was gay even. I don't, you'll have to rewind me. I forget the interview. I forget about the ones that I do. Are you excited for it? Oh my God, gagging. I just read that on X. Okay. So I was on X and I saw that and I went, this is exactly what anyway, and I know a lot of other homos have been saying, when are you going to, Madonna, when are you going to pop out a dance album, huh? When are you going to pop out a new disco sound? It's like, I hate the experimental shit. I do. I hate her Latins. I hate when she goes into the Latin direction too. And I get it. I get it. Well, I mean, we have we, including myself, lots of opinions on Madonna, but she's a great businesswoman. Great business. In fact, I think she's the Donald Trump of the Madonna is the Donald Trump of the pop female world. She is. No shade, but Ariana is too short to be Glinda. I think you know what I think? I don't think that she can pull off blonde. Not that Glinda has to be blonde, because really the original wasn't, was she? She was like a redhead or like a strawberry blonde. But I don't think Ariana Grande. And have you also noticed that people think that she's a Latina and she's not? She's Italian. Like, and only one parent is like. So I don't know if she's like, you know how there's lots of artists who sort of try to, what's the word I'm looking for? Whitewash themselves. They try to brownwash themselves. But yes, I did see that she's getting together with Stuart Price, who did Confessions on a Dance Floor. And that's like, really, honestly, if I had to pick one Madonna album, it would be hard. But if I had to pick one just to have for the rest of my life, it would probably be that album. I know a lot of people would disagree, and they would probably go with Ray of Light. I or probably her first album, or Like a Virgin. I personally like Confessions on a Dance Floor. I love the dance music. I love every song on there is a good song. Each song runs into the other one. You could just listen to the whole album without even without any gaps. I do love it. That was my last favorite concert of hers too, was her Confessions on the Dance Floor tour, or Confessions tour. It was awesome, and that was really the last time we saw her real face. Was Confessions on the Dance Floor. That was a lot. That was when Madonna died. In my opinion, Madonna died at the end of that tour. And now we're seeing some animated version, or a clone. Okay, Ariana had blonde hair and jet black fake eyelashes. I couldn't stop noticing them. Right. I think that she don't look blonde, she looks beige. But I'm not saying she don't have to be blonde. She has to be blonde. Like I said, Glinda was, I think, originally red, right? The first one, the one that we all come to know. I think it's more about her being, prissy and dainty and all of that. But I don't know. There's some Ariana Grande. It's like her hair and her skin are the same color. I don't know what it is. They just, you know what I also think? I don't think she has enough hair on. I think if they added more hair to Ariana Grande, now I just see her hair slicked down and like up in the back or whatever. I think if she had more hair, maybe, uh, I don't know. It's just the blonde isn't blonding enough, or I don't know what's going on. It's sort of like she's just the color of putty. Like, I don't know. To me, there's like no life in her at all. It was alive. He was a tatted white beefcake. Oh, okay, okay. Cake, LOL. He was funny, and you told him about how many women have tried to come on to you as Kitty or something, and I made a joke about you being forbidden fruit. Was I Kitty or Hagatha during the interview? She's, she's giving albino roach. Puss, puss, your face looks like my mask. I don't know why. She's giving albino roach. For me, it's like, okay, like I said, I saw it. I saw the musical. I did. I went and saw the play. I loved it. I really did because I'm a huge Wizard of Oz fan. I looked for before we had, cable TV and VCRs and all of that shit. I I looked forward to the Wizard of Oz. It was like every Easter it would come on, or in the spring, or I can't remember. On Channel 2, CBS, the Wizard of Oz would play at a certain time of the year, or like I said, around Easter, around spring. I don't remember. I loved it. I looked forward to it every year. Wizard of Oz, I will say, is my favorite movie. It probably is my favorite movie if I have to get down to it. But love the Wizard of Oz, and so of course I naturally loved Wicked, and I kept it like it had its place. Like, okay, this is Wicked, and I liked it. It's not the Wizard of Oz. It's a different story about Oz or whatever, or about the witches or a different witch or whatever. I still don't know where everything is placed together between the movie and the musical, the book, whatever. But and the original story. But I did like it, but I didn't worship it. You know what I mean? It didn't have this profound effect that everybody seems to be having. Apparently Wicked the movie is just everything in a bag of chips. The second coming of Christ, it's all of that. And I don't know. I mean, I've honestly yet to see like some scene or anything that is really making, oh, Mark, we have to get together and we need to go see this movie immediately. Like that hasn't happened for me yet. And it probably won't, because we're getting so much saturation. Wicked saturation. I guess that's what I'm going to call it. Wicked saturation. It's so much, and it's become so much to where it seems like the interviews and all the clips that we're seeing online are like overshadowing the actual movie. It's like this crazy lesbian stuff that they're doing is like, well, this is probably more interesting than the movie. I don't know. I'm not. It's probably an epic movie. It probably is, and everybody's saying it is. But it's like I'm kind of like being sold on the interviews and the weirdness of the interviews more than like they've yet to like kind of put together some sort of long form commercial or whatever that they're playing on TV. That's like, wow, this is like epic. Um, you were just you. Okay, I believe. And Mark was around the corner. This guy had military or some traumatic background. Josh, was his name Josh? Was it sort of like a spiritual thing? I think his name was Josh. The scene where you go to the ball, where they go to the ball, and then Elphaba and Glenda reveal their secrets in bed together is cute. Ariana is more a strawberry blonde. I don't know. Let's look her up. Ariana Grande Wicked. Let's see. Images. Okay. Let me see. Like, there's the movie version of her, then there's like the outside version. Like, can I let me see, let me find. Yeah, she's like well, it depends. If you get a picture from the movie, it's all soft and touched and stuff, and then you see like from the movie poster, it's more goldy. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, if they're how they're correcting her hair color on camera. Um, but it's like very, I don't know. It's all, she's just not a blonde complected person. I mean, not that, well, no, it is. Okay, no, I can't say that. Yeah, there are just some complexions that don't, I think, I guess lend to being blonde. Okay, you know what? Let's say, do you remember I was a kid when when she was a thing, Angie Dickinson. Um, like, in my mind, I know this is stupid. In my mind, when I was a kid, someone who's blonde had to have blue or green eyes. Do you know what I mean? Like, they had to. And so I would see Angie Dickinson and she would have brown eyes. And I'm like, blondes aren't supposed to have brown eyes. That was when I was a kid, it was like that. Because, you just know what because I have like a very Caucasian family. And then I have a very Portuguese family that is dark hair, dark eyes, more of an olive skin. And so those are I grew up with that and I'm in between that, right? I obviously picked up more of the Caucasian stuff, but Portuguese are still Caucasian, but they got that swarthy Latin stuff in there. Okay, but anyway, so I have family that some look Mexican and half look Swedish. Okay, I'm in between. But anyway, yeah, in my family, all the blondes, blue eyes, you know, green hair, all the darker ones had dark eyes, and so I you kind of grow up like that. So brown haired people with brown eyes and blonde didn't seem natural to me. I love swarthy Latins. Luigi looks kind of like my ex boyfriend. I'm porcelain pale with brown eyes. No, no, and I have a friend named Adriana who she's Mexican, right? And you could actually see the veins in her skin. She has like very dark eyes, dark features. It's just you know what I've always been told? I've been told like even when it comes to hair color, like nature knows best. Like you're born with like, God colors you properly from what, this theory that I've heard of. Like if your skin, if you have brown hair, you should probably enhance or richen up the brown or the blonde or the black or whatever, rather than go in a completely different direction. It's just, keep elements. You should keep elements of your naturalness because that color was made for you. So, when you'll see some people, let's just say, okay, when I was very pale, I was very white. I mean, I still am, but when I was younger and I was in that whole goth thing and I would dye my hair black, it looked awful because I'm so pink and freckled and white that I had to color my face white. I had to take the color out to make the black look good. One may say whether it looked good or not, because you look like a vampire or whatever. But there's certain tones that don't look a certain way or look right. And a lot of people, they just kind of look at their skin color, but they don't really look at the color right underneath it. Like mine is like, oh, I'm not just this pale white. I'm also very red. So it's like you have to consider that when you're dressing or putting on makeup or doing hair. Like I may be pale or white or whatever, but do I have a pink undertone, a green undertone, which would be like an olive? Am I peachy? Am I yellow? All of that matters. And it also that would determine the tone of blonde or the tone of brunette or red that someone would put on, because you could be cool, you could be neutral, you could be warm, all of this stuff. Do you love Goth Billy? But my Adriana, okay, she was lighter than me. Okay, she was Mexican, lighter than me, and you could see like the blue veins under her skin. Like now, how can I put it? She's one of these Mexican girls that would stay out of the sun on purpose. Okay, so maybe that has something to do with it too. That if you naturally have an olive complexion or a darker complexion, and you artificially keep the sun off your skin, that has a look too. You know what I mean? And maybe that's Ariana Grande's look. Maybe that's what it is. She is sunscreening and staying out of the sun, even though she's Italian and has like this, she's Mediterranean. So she has this ability to tan and she's not allowing her skin to tan. Maybe that's what's going on. I thought Angie actually looked better with her natural hair color. You know what, Sherry? I only saw her as blonde, so I never even saw her with her natural color. But a lot of people do look better with their natural color. Um, people say I look better with red hair. When my natural hair grows out, it's very auburny, Um, I don't know. I don't know, but I think anybody there is a tone of hair color for every skin color, and I think it's just finding that tone, that harmonizes best with your coloring. I don't know. Hey, I mean, I went to cosmetology school. I'm not an expert. I've studied beauty since I was a child. It's all subjective. Beauty's subjective. I mean, there are objective truths in beauty, of course, but I don't know. Oh, anyway, so she played in the old TV westerns. Oh, did she, Sherry? I gotta pay attention to that. Please tell me to go red all the time. Oh, people would? Yeah. And you want to know what? And sometimes our favorite colors don't look good on us. Like, I'm not, I like red hair, but I don't really love it. I mean, I do. It depends on who it is and what color it is and blah, blah, blah. For myself, not really. But I will admit that it looks good, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's my favorite one. Please watch Wicked and tell us about it. I wonder if I can get Mark to go. Mark will probably sit there and cry. Oh, Kirsten, I didn't know it was you. Are you still in Vegas? I know for positive in Cheyenne, maybe a couple of episodes. Oh, possibly Maverick. Okay, so Modern Mame. Okay, so if you guys remember last week, she had sent me a lot of makeup. Okay, Kimchi makeup. Kimchi is a drag queen from RuPaul's. Oh, it's your Indian name. Still in Vegas. Oh, have you seen the what is that thing called, the sphere? I saw on TV that they made it like a snow globe. I bet it's pretty. I bet it's cute. Okay, and so, I got all these different bronzers, highlight, contour compacts that she sent me, right? Here's a brown one. This would be a bronzer. Bronzer. Well, he sent me another one. I just got it yesterday. He's been sending me stuff, and I got a box yesterday, and I have one today to open. Okay, so this is a new one he sent me. This is, if you see, it's shiny. So it's more of a shiny blush. I'm going to try that today. He also sent me this, which is it says the most concealer. It's a concealer. And it's basically a pearl. It's shiny, it's reflective, it's white. It's really to give you highlight. So I'm going to try that. We'll see how successful I'm at it. It's called Jumbo Queen. It's a pencil. I believe I don't have my glasses on. I mean, I have my real glasses and my fake glasses. Here's my real ones. Okay. So this is called, it's called Cinnamon. It's an eyebrow. It's an eyeshadow pencil. I mean, I'll play with it. I haven't really done these colors. Kind of warm for me, but probably with red hair it would be good. Or brown hair. Cheyenne, Norma, Eugene Clint Walker is the most beautiful man I've ever laid eyes on. Is it Clint Eastwood? Yes, I saw the Grateful Dead at the Sphere last September. Oh, did you? Oh, cool. Yeah, we got it last time we were there. We did it at Airbnb. I don't need these. Yeah, I can see. We did an Airbnb near the Sphere, and we could see the Sphere. When we were there, it was like a big happy face or something. But I saw Clint Walker. Oh, I don't know who that is. Sherry, it's funny because I've just gotten into westerns watching them. When I was a kid, I hated them because my dad liked them, so I never watched them. But Mark really likes them, and so I got into Yellowstone big time. We're not done with it yet. I don't know if anybody else is doing Yellowstone. I did 1883. I'm also doing 1923, and I never, ever, ever thought in a million years I would love it. I love it. Okay, I want to try these on. I want to try this new makeup on. So I'm gonna put this on real quick. I'm gonna put it on my face real quick. And I'm gonna try. I don't want to talk. I don't want this to take forever. Honestly, it's way too overpriced, really. What how much is it? How much is it to go? You mean just to go to the Sphere? Yeah, I'm gonna do half my face. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do half a face. That'll be fun. So you can see, you can kind of see. If I do half a face, then you can kind of see it more. You can kind of see the product and the change. That's what I'm gonna do. Why I'm not gonna because I'm not gonna do anything. So why waste it? God, is my color that different? I like doing half and half. Wait, you paid 300 a person just to go into the Sphere, or was that also? Now you'll have to forgive me. Is the Grateful Dead still alive, and are they still touring, or was it like a Grateful Dead experience, like a video? And they charge you to park. That's bullshit. Okay. Jerry is deceased. Oh, okay. What are my thoughts on Luigi? Okay. That's Titus barking. He barks all the time. I get so sick of his barking. I get so sick of it. I don't know why. I focus. Well, how can you not focus on it? But yeah, this makeup is almost as the color of my gown. This is one of those Muslim. I'm telling you a lot. I know people think I'm weird. I love these. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, so it was around the time I had my heart attack, and I just wanted to, and I retired. I couldn't work anymore, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take life easy, and I just want to cruise through life. It's like people who wear pajamas to Walmart. I'm like, I want to wear something that I feel great in or comfortable in. So I go, okay, I got one of these gowns, right? It has a hood. Okay, look at. Okay. Okay, so it's a hood. Uh I got the blur filter on. Okay. It has pockets right here, right? Okay. You see it from I'm so fat. Okay. So and it goes all the way down to like right here, like just below my knee, or yeah, and it has a slit up the side. They have slits up the sides. Okay, but I'm telling you, I love it, and I have several colors, and people they'll look at me, as I'm walking around. I don't care, and like I would never think in a million years I'd wear it out, but why not? I go out wearing I went out when I was a teenager, making people think, I'm a vampire. Why wouldn't what's wrong with this? Anyway, I wore one to the Trump rally, okay? In Coachella. And I mean people looked at me, but they didn't really care. No. Okay, so let me powder this down real quick. Let me find some powder. Yeah, it's comfy. And Mark wears them too. He won't wear them out, but he'll wear them around the house. Okay, so basically I'm just going to put a ton of powder on to set this. I heard the babies. Okay. Hey, Hoggy. Wendy, what do you do? I mean, not where you work, but what kind of work do you do? Hey, Hope, how are you? Katrina Klein, the modern mame, sent me another box. I'm gonna try it out. But first, I'm gonna try out the makeup he sent me on half of my face because I don't want to do a full face and waste my makeup. Okay. Wait. I'm going to put the white liquid here, so I want to make sure it's kind of all the powder is gone. Okay. So the idea with this is to brighten up an area. It's a highlighter, okay. And it comes with a brush. It's a built-in brush. That tip is actually a brush. So I'm just basically going to paint a triangle right there, like going down and then up. And this is like my cheekbone, so I kind of want to keep it on it and above it. Oh, okay. I plan, audit, and manage vegetation work along the utility right of way of a major. Oh, wow, how fun. It just, it is amazing the work that people do. You know what I mean? Like how many different jobs there are. There are so many jobs in this world. You know what I mean? And then I would have never thought that they have someone that plans and audits and manages vegetation work along a utility right of way for a major energy. So you would be like the people like the signs, like there's signs that say before digging, call this number. Brought me a little home with this job. Oh, what's your new job, Kirsten? What are you going to do? Oh my God, John Carlos. I bet you got your tip right. You're
Johnny.
John's on right now. He says you said tip.
Johnny, just touch it.
Yeah, I bet he's touching his tip right now.
Just touch that swollen, fucking ugly thing.
Oh yeah, what? Yeah, yeah. Apparently, John has something going on.
It's testicular.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a testiculo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm brushing on this highlighter.
You can totally see that on one side.
I'm only doing it on one side of my face.
It's very contrast.
Okay. So I'm putting all the highlighter on. And you guys, like I said, I like to do makeup. I'm not necessarily the best at it. And I'm definitely not going to put it on beautifully like these Instagram people. You know what? The people online who do makeup, I think a lot of it's fake. I know they use a lot of filters and a lot of lighting to blow out their real look and skin texture. I don't, but hey, Billy. I want to do more with Kitty. I just want to get through the makeup process faster. It just, with Hagatha, I don't care. It's like Hagatha's ugly and, she's a mess, but I don't want Kitty to be a mess, and I do want to, while I still want to, of course, stay true to my beliefs and stuff, kind of being political light. You know what I mean? While I'm very excited and I'm glad things went the way they went, politically, I kind of feel like, okay, it's done. It's done. Now, this is not blending out well at all. Now, it could be I shouldn't do it on top of powder, maybe. Wait. Oh, thank you, Wendy. I'll do you and Mark for free, though. Oh, dear, you know what? I wish I had dreams. I'm a horrible sleeper. In fact, I never remember my dreams, but I remember a small part of my dream where I picked up a dog off the street. I picked up a stray, and that's the only thing I remember from my dream. Okay, so I'm going to do some more. Maybe I should do it heavier and wetter, and then it will allow me to blend it. Karen says, "Are we in agreement that huge ass is a sky angel?" I agree. I mean, at this point, yeah, huge ass. You have decided that you know, he's just going to have to leave us with that, because we can only come up with our own conclusion as to where huge ass is and what he is doing and what his intentions are. And it's quite possible, yeah, huge ass is gone. Billy, keep a notepad on your nightstand when you first wake up. Write what you remember. If you wait until after you pee, you will forget. No, that's true. You didn't say Hoggathus. Oh, okay. Thanks for bringing me back. I'm horrible. Okay. God, what do I think about it? You know, it's so funny because people are like, oh, I don't want to have the wrong opinion. What do I think about it? Okay. Now, I say this as a person who, okay, well, of course, I rally against, the liberals and all that crap. I live in California and I benefit from liberal policies. Okay. I'll tell you, if anybody here is having a problem with their medical issues, honestly, and I don't want to see more people here, but California is the state to live in. Okay. Now, since I was a young child, medicine has not been a problem here. We always had this thing where poor people can go to the county hospital, get care, and not pay. And I assumed that every state was like that, but I was wrong. Right, classical. I know that and the radical. Um, Now, as a person who was raised in California and with that idea of socialized medicine, but I always had insurance because, I've always worked or had parents that worked and provided the insurance. You left when you were 12. Oh, 12 years ago. So the idea that it has never been an issue that I can't go to the doctor, whether I was working or not, or whether I had medical insurance or not, it has never been an issue. I've always been able to get care, and anybody I knew was able to get care, even if you're homeless. So it's hard to say, and I don't want to, oh, you're just a big socialist or whatever. That's just where I was raised, right? I know now for myself, I am on socialized medicine because I'm handicapped. So I am on Medicare and I am also on Medicare and also something called Medi-Cal. Medi-Cal is California's low income, welfare, whatever insurance you could call. I don't care. I'm not offended by that. Okay. But, and because I make so little, I'm really taking a long time to answer a specific question, aren't I? I don't understand. Okay, I don't know to the extremes that people will go to make a point. Yeah, Medi-Cal pays for everything. Yes, Medi-Cal. Just look at the VA for how awful government-run medicine is. Right. Okay. I don't know government-run medicine. I know California-run medicine. I don't know federally run medicine, if that makes sense. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. Okay, we have a thing called California Care, which is basically Obamacare tweaked. Wow, I had no idea different states operated that way. Yes. So we had a thing. Okay, let me tell you. When I worked at the club, I was a manager at the club, but I didn't get benefits through the club. I got benefits through California Care. Even though I worked and I worked part time, and so I made about $3,000 a month. We'll say that $3,000 a month. No benefits. I qualified for low income health care in California, which means I got California care and it cost me $1 a month. Okay. $1 a month. And that paid for this, my open heart surgery. Um, is it socialized medicine? Yeah, it is. And yes, everybody paid for my surgery, but I'm glad for it. But I understand what may work in a state does not work for a country, obviously, because it doesn't. Um, I think what's his name, the shooter. I think what he did was to make a political point. I don't know how organic it was or how obviously it was planned. Do I think he's a hero of some kind? I think he is a hero to some people. Um, I think there's more to see, and everybody's calling him a greedy, the CEO, some kind of greedy person, for his job and how much money he made. Now, okay, I think what he did was a symptom of a problem that people are upset about healthcare. Um, and you kind of, although I'm grateful for the healthcare that I got for $1 a month, am I entitled to that? I don't know. Am I more entitled? Like, are we entitled to health, good health? Are we entitled to have other people provide us health and care? Now, how far do we take that? Are we also entitled to food? Are we entitled to safety? Are these things that we should expect other people to give us? I don't know. But okay, okay, no, I don't think he's a hero. I don't think he's a hero. I think he just shined light on a problem by bringing tragedy to another family. I mean, while someone doesn't like his job, the CEO of a health whatever insurance, I mean, he also had a family and friends and things that also lost somebody. Um, I mean, your bleeding heart and your compassion or your empathy can't, it's like, where does it begin and end? And why is it like, oh, well, you don't like this person. You don't have to be compassionate or empathetic for, the loss. He's very attractive for a twink, but low key, gives Mr. Bean. Right. He rides, you know what? Puss, you're right. There are people who sort of ride that line of hot and ugly. You know what I mean? There are people like that. Yeah, but it's always spoiled rich leftist kids. Yes, and that's him. And the thing is, that's the point I'm getting to is it doesn't seem right because he is an affluent person. That's the thing. The guy with the problem, whatever his name is, the shooter, he wasn't he wasn't poor, he wasn't struggling. He was just in pain. Well, he was in pain, but he also got care. So I don't understand the point of him doing the act. I don't understand it, which kind of leads me to think it's what they call them, psyops or whatever. I don't know. What they really should have done, I'll tell you what they should have done. They should have got a person of color who has been a hardworking American for many years, and it just didn't work out for them. I John Gotti had family too, do gangster stuff, take gangster chances. Either way, you're having conversations that needed. We're having right, and it's also and they're kind of looking at this guy as, oh, he's some rich CEO who and then to me it kind of bleeds into the whole like Elon Musk and Zuckerberg and these people making and Bezos making all this money. Well, I have to ask, and I say this is I'm a poor person, like very poor person. I've never made more than $60,000 a year in my life. I never have. Now, to some people, that might be a lot of money. That was me as a truck driver busting my ass. I made $60,000 a year. Okay. Well, Well, what is too much money? Where do you measure your success? Like, do you like, okay, I'm going to allow myself to make, let's just say, and it's not even that much money anymore, 100,000 a year. Where is your threshold of greed? That's what I want to know. And this person who works for a company, he's the CEO. I mean, does he really, he doesn't decide price, does he? Does he decide? Now, of course, his signature is on stuff, but there are people who deal with things. You know that he's the CEO, but you know, it would be like getting mad at him like if there was poop in a toilet and no one plunged it. You know what I mean? It's like, well, he doesn't deal with that. So I kind of think it's a knee-jerk reaction to a problem that people have, and then people are just kind of reveling in, you know, what's going on. But I don't know. I don't think it's a. If you're asking me, is it positive? No, I don't think it's a positive thing. I don't think what happened was good. And I don't think the conversation. I don't know what kind of conversation it's going to bring up. I don't know. Everybody knows that prices of everything are too expensive. So, I mean, I mean, are we honestly? So, are we supposed to look at this man as a villain? Like, not the shooter. I mean, people are trying to characterize characterize the shooter as a hero of some kind, and the other guy as a villain. And I don't know. Can we say that? Like, is the shooter a good guy, and is the CEO a villain? Now, you know what? I would check this out. The whole thing would change. The whole story would change if the CEO was black. It would. If the CEO was black, and if the shooter had racist ties, it would be a completely different story. And I kind of look at everything kind of like that. I kind of look to see how genuine people are. And honestly, I think that if he was a black dude or a black woman, the story would be characterized in a very different way. That's what I think. Okay, so I'm going to add some of this white right in here because you see how I'm dark there? This stuff will brightens you up, and then I'm going to put like a more of a flesh colored powder over it. The big thing for me was he signed off on, well, see, I don't know. So you probably know more about it obviously than I do. He for me, the big thing is he signed off on all or AI or rejecting claims for cost reasons. I think he thought it was something safe to do. Looks like he might have been wrong if the CEO was a black woman. It did change some things with other insurance. Prior to the shooting, said they would no longer cover anesthesia after a certain amount of, yeah, okay. I remember hearing that. After the shooting, they changed their stance and said it would not go into effect on. It would be a televised funeral, right? Um Now, did they, but this is the thing, who said it? Amy. Are they saying they changed it because of the shooting? Like, is that really happening? I mean, could this lead, now if they changed it because of the shooting, would, isn't that kind of sending a sign, like a signal to people? Like, oh, okay, since you killed this guy, we know you're serious, so we're going to give you what you want. I mean, is that, I have to run. So bye, Wendy. I will see you, love. Like, is there a belief that they stopped the anesthesia thing purely because the guy was shot? And they're scared, like, okay, don't shoot us. We're going to give you the anesthesia. Is that like kind of the idea? They had to put out a statement that it was going to go into effect in January. But after the shooting, they said it would no longer be in effect. They changed their stance the day after the shooting. So I can only assume. I would like to know what their official response is. Like, what their official reason. Because they're not going to say, hey, everybody, we've decided we're afraid you're going to shoot us. So we're going to give you this. We're going to not make this happen because you shot one of us and you killed somebody. So we've decided you're serious and we agree with you because we don't want to die. You know what I mean? Or like officially, I'd like to, it's doctor and hospital agreed. Well, see, and this is the thing. Okay. When people talk about, Mark, government controlled medicines and stuff like that, apparently with my socialized medicine, my Medi-Cal and Medicare, they actually charge differently for different things. Do you know what I mean? Like, because the government is going to pay for X, Y, and Z, the hospitals now charge more, or the insurances or whatever charge more for certain services. I heard this the other day that if you go and to get like a blood panel, you just say, hey, give me a blood panel and charge me cash for it, that the price is much different than the price if they charge the government or an insurance company for it. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. That's just what I read. The anesthesiologist won't take any reduced fees without passing it off to the consumer. Well, yeah. I mean, anybody. I mean, at some point, and I think, you know what, Mark, I think, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know what you do for a job, of course. Does anybody want to take a reduction of money, regardless of what service you're in? This isn't me defending defending people. Oh, they're filthy rich. Of course they are. In fact, I heard anesthesiologists make more than the actual doctors and surgeons. They are rich, yes. They charge more because each year it is reevaluated how much will be reimbursed. The chances of being reimbursed more the following year increases if they increase their charges. It's 15-minute blocks. They're scumbags. Greed. Oh, it looks like a little star. Okay, so I'm still continuing with the highlight process. Yes, that is correct. So, okay, so in a free capitalistic society, what do we do? Do we not go to the doctor, or does the government control it? Do you know what I'm saying? How do you work that out? Insurance companies hire and provide for better benefits than doctors. I'll tell you this, in California, right? More private insurance. Okay, in California, okay, I mean, this is not medical insurance, but this is every other insurance. They're canceling everybody left and right. I want to understand, how can you do that? How can you take a bunch of money, let's say for the state of California, insure a bunch of houses and cars, okay? You've been collecting that money forever, okay? And then they decide, we're no longer going to work in California anymore. We're no longer going to insure houses or cars. So in next year, your policy is gone. It's like, what? How can you do that? Plus, plus, you know, I read that about it. I read that about Party City, and I swear to God, Sharon Needles was the first thing that I thought of. First thing. And that must devastate her. Well, no, it probably doesn't devastate her. It probably makes her happy that anybody's thinking about her. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that people should not like Sharon Needles. I don't like Sharon Needles for personal reasons. Okay. But I loved her on the show. Okay. Okay, so now I'm putting this flesh colored powder over the white, okay? Because I still want the white to show. I just don't want it to be so, like, unnatural. What are you doing, Marquina?
Looking for the boys.
Oh, I don't know where they're at. Okay. Okay.
You won't believe how many more coffee cups I found.
Oh, not enough, Mark. So, okay, people are foolish to fall for leftist nonsense. Moot points. Luigi is a scumbag, secular dirtbag, poisoned by the woke mind virus. Yeah, I wonder how much of it was organic or planned, or you know what I mean. I don't know. I'm wondering if we'll ever find like some kind of political affiliation. I don't know. And then it makes me wonder what was going on when that happened. While that happened, what was going on that we weren't paying attention to? I keep thinking you were saying sharing needles. No, Sharon needles. Okay, so you can see what this is highlight, right? You can see that. Now I'm going to add more powder on top of it to really kind of try to make that bigger. As well as adding the contour color in here to sink that in. And I'm also going to use contour here to further narrow this area. So this is highlighted. This is all highlight down here in my eye. And you can see, I like doing the side-by-side comparison so you can kind of see the magic of makeup, The magic of makeup. So while I'm doing this, Mark is busy really cleaning the kitchen. You guys ever ignore your kitchen for 10 years? I'm putting hairspray on my brow to kind of control it. You guys ever not clean your kitchen? Not like you know how you all have like those cabinets and drawers in your kitchen that just collect junk? Or you have shelves where you put coffee cups that you buy from a concert, you know? Yeah, well, after 10 years, that shit's greasy, dusty, and has spider webs all over it. Well, I don't know. One day we were in the kitchen and we just kind of noticed it. We're like, it's kind of ugly. So Mark is in there now, doing that. Okay. Wow. He's been working on it's been several days. Like there's a shelf on the wall, like a open cabinet type of thing filled with coffee cups. So we had to go through the coffee cups. We have to decide which ones to keep, which ones to donate, which ones to throw away. He ran them through 3 cycles in the dishwasher, and they were still gross. Yeah. Now he's working on the cabinet above the stove. Okay, so do I think that dude is a hero? I think he's a hero to certain people. Obviously. I don't personally think he's a hero. I think he should be, of course, punished to the fullest extent of the law. Do I think it's going to lower prices in hospitals? Absolutely not. I don't think it'll actually have any effect. I think it's going to cycle in and out of the news and it will be gone. Just like the drones. Like, did you ever think like there would be a time where you could see video footage and evidence of drones flying over your city? Now, when I was a kid, let's say it's the 80s, and ET just came out and Close Encounters and all that. And you see these things floating above your house or your city with these lights and stuff, you're automatically thinking they're UFOs. There is no way in hell people back then would have just, oh, look, oh, and the president says he has no idea what it is. Okay, I'm fine with that. Nobody would have done that. They would have not done that. There's no way in hell that it would be, it's a, in our mind, it's a, drone wasn't even a word, so it's a UFO, you know? I mean, the fact, like, honestly, I want to know how anybody who supports Biden or anybody, when his administration says, yeah, we have no idea what that is, I would actually be angry. I'd be angry. I'd be like, you mean, okay, so you're not only the president of the free world, but supposedly the most powerful man on the planet. And you're going to tell me that we have all this shit in the sky and they're not like little bugs. They're drones. They're big things. And there's several of them with several sightings. And you're just going to go on camera and say, yeah, we don't know. I mean, if they don't know what's flying over their own country and with all of this technology and everything and communications, and they're going to tell you we don't know, and days will go by, we still don't know. Like, either you've accepted that your government is completely retarded and you're okay with it, or you just don't care. Taking someone's life is wrong. Oh, well, yeah. He's working away and you are playing with your, oh, exactly. Do I think he should get the death penalty? Well, yeah. I mean, well, I don't know why. I mean, I believe in the death penalty. I do. I mean, there are people that I think are irredeemable. And honestly, I don't even care if they are. Like, we put so much, like, people put, like, okay, I'm not a lawmaker. So I obviously am not a professional. And I'm not a person to ask because, in my opinion, okay, if you picked up a gun and you shot somebody in the back and you were not protecting yourself or you were not getting revenge for like this person molested your daughter, or you know what I mean? It's just some stranger and he has a job and you don't like his job or you don't like what I mean, really, how far will we take it? I mean, are you going to wait for the McDonald's worker that got your kid sick because he didn't cook the patty long enough? Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's like I when I think of right and wrong, I have to think of everything. Like, this person has a job. He has a job and he is in charge of upholding this company with thousands of employees and whatever. And this one random person has decided, who it doesn't even use his insurance. And that's another thing. That Miyagi, whatever his name is, I don't know what his name is. Luigi. Well, I'll call him Luigi. I don't know. He kind of looks Italian, doesn't he? But anyway, he didn't even use the insurance. Like, so that's why there's so much involved that takes you outside, to me, of what the supposed problem is that needs to be alleviated by the shooting or the threat. Like, he didn't use the insurance. He wasn't a customer of theirs. What made him target this one person who is not even involved in this guy's healthcare? That for me is also, that raises like, well, why? And, I believe in the death penalty, but sometimes I think that that is the easy way out. Let them suffer. Well, see, but they're suffering. Okay, for me, no, and I understand. I mean, I want vengeance and everything, but for me, I is it suffering? Hey, I used to want to go to jail just to be around guys. there are guys like that. There are people who want to be in jail, okay, for a variety of reasons. But I see the thing is, I'm like, I don't care. Like, I don't care if he's suffering or not. I just want to delete them. You know what I mean? Just delete the person out of the program. And I am not a good enough person to have enough humanity and compassion or empathy to say we should give this person a second chance. Because for me, I just don't care. Their life to me is not valuable. Do you know what I mean? I honestly don't think I'm that strange. I kind of think that I speak for common sense and normal people. I just don't care. If Luigi lives or dies, I don't care. If that CEI lived or died, I don't care. But he was murdered, of course. So this is the topic, and we're contemplating everything. Yes, if he did not defend himself from a crime or an action that man did, then he's wrong. I just think he's wrong. I mean, just because he didn't like his job. I mean, that's what it comes down to. He didn't like his job. I don't like the job, and I don't like the decisions you made for people who were customers of yours, even though I'm not a customer. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. And I get it's to send a signal, and it's a bigger conversation about medical, or is the media turning it into that? I don't know. But no, in the end, I will say he should not have killed him. He should not have killed him. And I am a privileged person who gets free medical, and I get everything that I need. I don't get the medicines I want because I would love to have some sort of sedatives. I would love to have something to make me relax. I would love to have things that make me sleep, and they won't give them to me. I know lots of people. The funny thing is, this Luigi guy, which one thing that pisses me off is he is an affluent, healthy guy, obviously. I know poor people. I know very, very, very poor, including myself, very, very poor people who are not in good health, who do not get taken care of the way they want to be taken care of. And I kind of think that those people probably would have been better at doing this and creating a conversation than some affluent, good-looking guy. You know, if Luigi was so smart, he could have made his point without violence. I think he did it because he would get infamous from it. Yes. John Carlos says, you have hydrocell of the right testicle, the size of a racquetball. Now, John is mentioning a topic that we talked about 10 minutes ago. Oh my God, hydrocell. What do you do for that, John? Like, he has one big ball. Right, but gagging, I understand. He wanted to get famous. John, do they like stick a needle in it and just drain the ball? Like what is the cure for your ball? Some sedatives are contradiction. Oh, okay. I know what the word is. I just can't say it. For those with heart problems. Have you asked? I haven't, Amy. I haven't made a big deal of it because, okay, for my socialized medicine. Okay, what it says is on the back of my card, anything that has to do with sleep, pain, or anything is done through pain management and or psychiatry type of things. If you want pills that make you feel good or to help you relax, your general doctor on my socialized medicine will not address it because they're afraid of addiction and people wanting recreational drugs. So they send you to a whole different thing where they put you through sleep studies and shit like that. It's like, I don't want to do that. But I know, but because right now I can't fall asleep without smoking marijuana. I can't. Okay. And now if I stop smoking it and I go 2 months just not sleeping and just being completely broken apart, I will finally fall asleep and I will get into a normal sleep pattern, which I probably should do that. I should do that. I know I should. I did it after my heart attack and I was able to sleep well. But after my heart attack and I healed, and hey, I felt good. I'm gonna get a little high. That ended it. I'm doing a very sensible, accurate brow. Makes sense. It covers their ass. Yeah. You are a master of critical thinkers. Weave. You know what, Mark? Okay, you could be. This is the. I'll tell you the thing with me is, Mark. The reason how I think the way I do is because I grew up. I never wanted to be wrong, so I always would look at both sides of an argument. Okay, and I actually love debate, and I love all that, and I wish I would have gotten into that. I didn't. None of my schooling, college, or any, well, very limited college, but anything that I did, I wish I would love to go back and do debate stuff and politics. I never did any of the political sciences or anything. And now that I'm a grown up, now it's fascinating to me, and I wish I would have done it. Um, but yeah, but I do think there is an art to arguing, and I love it, and I not that I love to argue, but I loved that I can see more than one point. I could see different sides of an argument. And in fact, there's times I've deliberately just argued the opposite just for the hell of it. But you can. And I don't know. Okay, so it's a very non-dramatic brow. Like this is not a drag brow at all. Well, not my kind of drag brow. Anyway, uh, justice. It's what differentiates us in the animal kingdom. All right. All right, let me get. Okay, so I really kind of want to concentrate on my contour. So I'm going to add some white to this already here to reinforce it, I guess is the word. And then right under the brow, you're going to do white because it brightens it up. And it creates a new brow bone, which will sort of lift your face and it kind of makes it look more snatched. I guess the word is snatched. Um, but it's like that little shine on your brow bone. Even if it's fake, it's still,
I won't mess up your thing back here, will I?
No, you won't mess anything up. Why? What are you doing?
Nothing. I just want to take all this. So I have to get rid of all this paper stuff. Gotta go.
Oh, Mark has the cleaning bug. So see, I'm going to add light right there. There. Tim says, well, my doctor can tell me why my armpits smell like fish sticks. Well, why is that, Tim?
Yes, why fish sticks?
Why do your armpits smell like fish sticks?
Are they Gordon's fish sticks, the good kind?
Kristen says, it's like that here in Arizona too. I'm 5 days out from my open heart surgery. I got all of the pain medicine. I went to the hospital, but as soon as I came home, I take 2 Tylenol every 6 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, Kristen, do you want to know what they did for me when I left the hospital, I came home. Now I didn't have much pain, to be honest with you. In the hospital, I do. When I came home, I really didn't. Um, but yeah, they put me on. They did send me home with Norco, but in the hospital, they were giving me morphine and Dilaudid. It was like
Infinitely better.
And I would be at home and I would be like, I want to go back to the hospital. Like, I seriously want to go back to the hospital. I felt so good. It felt so good. And I'll tell you, when they would put, and I'll tell you, I'm not a doctor person. Like, I'm not very, honestly, not familiar with the medical side of life. I've always been a very healthy person. But when they put that Dilaudid in my vein, I went, oh my gosh. I felt like one of those people on fentanyl on the corner that are just like kind of like a zombie. I went, oh my God, this is absolutely like wonderful. Like, it was the best feeling in the world. Now, the Dilaudid didn't last long. It didn't last as long as the morphine, but oh my God, the feeling. And I'll tell you, that's why when I was a kid, the first drug I ever tried was cocaine. Okay. I had an older cousin that came over, and he actually just got out of jail, and he already had a bag of dope on him. Imagine that. Anyway, he's dead now too. But anyway, he was older. He was in his 20s, and me and my brother were 12 and 10. I don't know how old we were. If we were even that old, we could have been younger. But he asked us. He showed up at our door. He said, "Hey, can I take a shower?" He had just walked from jail. We're like, okay. And he was like an older cousin, and so we're like kind of afraid of him. Like, we don't know what he's gonna do. And we weren't that familiar with him either. So he he goes in our room and then he pulls out a bag of drugs, and then I had a dresser, black lacquer. I don't know if you remember black lacquer. I had a black lacquer dresser. He made 3 lines of cocaine on it. And then he went and took a shower, and then he came out, and then he called me and my brother in the room. We didn't know what it was. We knew it was drugs, but we didn't know what it was. And we knew it was bad. So we're looking at it and stuff. And then he goes, yeah, he goes, okay, you guys do a line. And we're like, and I'm like, oh, well, I want to be cool. Well, I don't want my cousin to think I'm not cool. But this is really how peer pressure works, right? And plus, I don't know. My parents aren't home, so it's just us and him. And I don't know. Is he going to get violent if I don't do it? You know what I mean? All that shit is going through your brain. So I'm like, okay. And I act like a pro, like I've done it before. Like, I try to act like some sophisticated adult, and I go down and I do it. I go, and I just act like it's no big deal, like I've been doing it my whole life. And I walk away. I walk down the hallway of my house, and the first effect I felt like I was floating on air. I'm walking down the hallway, and all of a sudden I feel light. And I'm like, oh, I understand why this is so addictive. I understand why people do drugs. Like, at that age, I know why people do drugs. They feel great. They feel great doing it. And I also knew, and I must have been a very smart kid. I'm like, I can never do this drug again. I knew that I could never do that drug again because it was so good. And I could see how it could like destroy people's lives. As a child, I could see that. So it's like, come on. But anyway, they call Dilaudid Dr. D a lot of times. No, he didn't OD. Wait, how did he end up dying? He had like an aggressive cancer. Like, he ended up getting an aggressive cancer. And it wasn't that long ago either when he died. Okay, so I'm done with this white. I just kind of been talking and bullshitting the whole time. But anyway, all right. Run for a position. I've thought about running like in my city. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna be honest. I look like the Grinch for looking over your shoulder. Oh, it makes it look like the Grinch. Like this is the Grinch over here. That's the Amazon box. Oh, I forgot that I still have stuff to open. Okay, let me do this contour really quick and then we'll get to that. I just wanted to like test out the products he sent me. Okay. So so he sent me the shiny shit. Okay. So it's a new shiny blush. Okay. So I have found that I like doing the light highlighter first and then contour afterwards. Other people have other opinions, whatever. But then I go back and forth until you find the up over here. So, like this is the shadow of my closet. So, okay. So I'm going to take this. Mark, I can hear Mark discussing Christmas with his mother. Okay. So I'm going to take the lighter one and I'm going to basically, it's going to be the highlight. It's shiny. So this one will have like a reflective quality to it. Okay. I don't see a shine yet. Okay. Maybe it's not enough. Okay. It's not really strong on the shine. Okay. So let's just do, it's like a peachy pinky color. Now I saw the shine there. I did see it. Okay. And I do see the color. Okay. You guys have a see you, Tim. Merry Christmas to you. If I don't see you, have a happy New Year. Do all that stuff. How long does it normally take to do your make? You know what? I can do it honestly in 40 minutes. But I just sit here and talk and bullshit, so it takes me forever. Okay, now let me get the contour color. Okay. Now this is like the dark contour color. I like to use small brushes, like to do the really dark color, and it's a very dense brush, so it's not real fluffy. It's kind of more packed and like to really concentrate where I want to dot my colors. And sometimes I do this. I'll get like is that no, more of a fluffy brush and kind of draw guidelines, because in drag you kind of want to be specific on where you put some of your makeup. Like I have this dent right here, so I like to make it dark in there. See, so I draw kind of a line, like a guideline. And I imagine this to be like that's most sunken part there. And I could feel like my bone, like I'm underneath my bone. Oh, I don't need to do it there. I just heard Mark's mom. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Her cousin sent her a Christmas card. And then she goes, "This guy has the nerve to send me a Christmas card." It's like you were thought of. Somebody sent you a card. Okay. Anyway. So now I'm going to use the bigger brush. You kind of want the darkest area to be back here by your ear and hair, like this area, because it will really sink that back and pop your cheek out more, you know. But again, this is some heavy duty makeup. You're not going to go this dark. As a rule, you kind of don't want to go beyond like your eye color. So you kind of don't want to go any further than that. So I stop the concentrated color here and then I will blend the rest in. Like I'll just, with a clean brush, sweep it this way. See, the idea, you kind of just want it to disappear. There. Okay. And now you can kind of buff that. Take off all the hard lines. Okay. Oh, my nose is itchy. Okay. Now I'm going to go back. And a lot of like this, you're just kind of going back and forth because I put it on and then I buffed it out and I'm going to put it on again to make it darker, more intense. And you could even kind of go as far down as here. It depends on the shape of your face. I actually did both. I went to, when I was right after high school, I went to esthetician class. When I turned 40, was I 40? 45, no, 42, 45. I went to and did full cosmetology. So that's where I did hair and everything. I didn't like hair. Well, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I learned it. Nope. I have no interest after doing it. I have no interest in doing it again. After my first few clients of doing hair, I knew that I was not meant to be a hairstylist. And it has nothing to do with the actual work. It's the people, it's the clients, and it's the other workers. I had and I've told this story before, but you know how like you kind of hear through your life, oh, do what you love. And then like people, they'll kind of get a second chance at life. They're like, oh, once they're older, you know, well, maybe I'll have a change of career or something. And people, yeah, go do what you like. Do what you've always wanted to do. You know, I don't know if other countries do that or just Americans are like that. And you're like, yeah, I was 40 something. And I'm like, did you not like it because of the clients? Oh, okay. Well, I so okay, so I go do the hair thing, and I always knew that hair wasn't necessarily my favorite thing to do, but I go, well, why not get a license in all of beauty, right? So I could do everything. So you know, and it was like to make money, and you know, I just wanted to be in the beauty industry, and because I always liked it, and blah blah blah. Well, anyway, so it never dawned on me how particular people are, how exact they expect. You know, they think your scissors, your comb, and your curling iron is a magic wand. Okay. They, for some reason, okay, there is, and I only worked with women, so I can only talk about it from this point of view. There is a type of woman out there who is not happy with the way she looks. and they think that they can come sit in somebody's chair and turn them into a new person. I was very shocked by the delusion of a lot of women. Um, and yeah, the reason why I'm saying women is because I did women's hair. Okay. Yeah, that became very evident to me, was the delusion that you are going to walk into a salon with bleached hair that's completely damaged. You don't know how to style hair. You've cut your own hair. And then you're then gonna show up at the salon with a picture from Vogue magazine, and you're gonna say, I want this hair. And I'm like, even in your best, like, this is what the inner dialogue that you wish you could say, but you can't. Even that woman doesn't look like that. Like, it shocks me that there are so many people who don't understand that a lot of pictures that you see are not real. Like, even in the 90s, it was like that. Everything is so airbrushed. Everything is so touched. Oh, there was like that in the 80s too. Everything is touched up. Lighting. People have no idea what the magic of lighting does. They have no idea. Okay, so you're bringing this picture in, and this is what you want. You want this hair, but you really want to look that good. That's what it is. And I'm like, oh, the what people expected, unbelievable. And then you have to tell them, like, your hair can't do this. Like, you can't. We can get you going down the road, but you're not going to show up here with a pic. You're not going to show up here with black hair and then show me a picture of Lady Gaga is her blondest hair, platinum. It's white hair. Hi, Lisa B. And then you're going to tell me that this is what you want to look like. You can't. Okay. So I just want you to know, I don't know. Let me think of who's an actress. Whoopi Goldberg. I just want you to know that you're never going to walk out of this salon looking like Lady Gaga. You're just not. In fact, your hair is probably never going to ever be that blonde, ever, unless it's a wig or fake. We can get you down the road. We can, maybe put in a couple blonde highlights in there and see how your hair takes it and see how it looks. And you can come in every couple months and we can throw in some more highlights and we can continue touching you up and we can add more and more. But are you going to be a platinum blonde? Probably not. And it's probably not going to look good on you. So I would suggest you stick to wigs because, you could wear it and take it off because Merry Christmas, Lisa. But there are people. And then I ran into women who would bring their husbands and their kid in. This one woman in particular. I would be doing her hair right here, and her husband would be at another station, and her son would be next to the husband. And all she would do is talk shit about her husband the whole time. He's so lazy, good for nothing, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And look at my son over there. My son hasn't worked in 5 years and he does nothing. I can't even get him to mow the lawn. And I'm like, well, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, what are you, why don't you have control of your household? How, these are the things I want to ask, but I don't because you can't, because, you're on their side, because they're the ones handing you over the money. So, all you do is sit there and go, God, it's terrible. God, how awful. How do you put up with it for so long? And the whole time, all I want her to do is leave. So it was that shit. And also, and I've said this too, when you're this, like for myself, I can only speak for myself. When you're a young gay man and you grow up you are usually a different person. Okay, so I'm, yay. Okay, so I'm gay. I'm this flaming homo when I'm a teenager because I'm not, I'm not a man yet. I've been hanging around women my whole life. When men were a threat to me. I like girls. I like girl stuff. I kind of, because it was more welcoming to me. You know, it wasn't the guys in high school that kind of took me and, hey buddy, no, that didn't happen. It was the girls who did that. So you go where the fun is, you go where the good times are, right? So I am I gotta get this. So for me, that was always with girls or other guys, who are sort of shunned from the pack of guys. Because that happens. And I don't think we talk about that a lot. I don't think a lot of people talk about that. And I'm not saying it like I hate those guys because they're just kids too. But there are certain males, and I know this happens to women too, that are excluded from the pack. Okay. And I think maybe people should be concentrating on that more than the whole gender bullshit. It's really interesting to hear your life growing up gay. Mine was totally different. Was it really, Calvin? But Calvin, I had a motorcycle. I had guy friends. I did. But it was like when it came to high school, once I got to high school and maybe puberty, and that's when you really start talking about sex and stuff like that. Yeah, it was all about girls. I had they were my friends. I trusted them, they trusted me. Other men who ended up being gay too. Hello, good night. Oh, hey, Kanguru, how are you? Kanguru, how are you? So do you think you were always gay, or if you think no, you know what? I'll tell you. Amy. Okay, it's so funny because I thought about it the other day. I'm thinking about why are people gay? Like, and that has crossed my mind. And I sit here and think, why am I gay? And I think about my life. Okay, think about everything. I honestly think for me anyway. For me, and everybody, because see, what happens is you tell your story as a gay guy, right? And another gay person will hear it and they'll say, kind of like Calvin. Not that Calvin's doing this. Calvin said mine's totally different. He says it was interesting. There are gay men who will actually kind of be upset about your opinion of why you're gay because they all of a sudden then just apply it to them and they go, well, if you think that's why you're gay, then you're saying that's why I'm gay. And therefore you're saying, oh, I get sick of gay men, to be honest with you. Okay. But anyway, no, for me anyway, I think if you are not born gay, if you are not meant to be gay, if God or whoever created you in the womb and says, I'm making Billy gay, okay? And this is his destiny. If it doesn't work that way, then obviously there are I would say outside sources. Uh okay, so nurture more than nature. Okay, God would be nurture or nature. Your parents would be, or your upbringing would be nurture. Okay. Do I think it's nature or nurture? I don't know. For me, I can see the reasons in the nurture. Of course, we don't know what the design is, God's design. We don't know. So we can only speak about what we experience. For me, I can see how I could have been nurtured into being a homosexual. I can see those elements of my life and I can see those instances that I believe steered me in that direction. Okay. That being, I have a distinct memory, and this is very young. I mean, I'm in a high chair. Now, whether you believe people can have memories from the high chair, I don't know. I have one memory from my high chair. And that memory is my dad singing and us being in the kitchen for dinner. And I remember him singing. And I remember having the feelings of really liking him and wanting to be closer to him. And I was like, I remember feeling it's weird. And now I don't know if this is like, oh, you think about this stuff later on, or if I have an actual memory of it at that time. Like when someone sings to you, or you'll see it on TV and they kind of get embarrassed or they kind of get shy. I remember feeling that way when he was singing to me. Okay. And in my mind, was he singing to me or was he just singing? I don't know what he was doing, but he was singing at the table and it put good feelings in me. And it made me want to be closer to my dad. I trusted a fart this morning. But, okay, so I remember that. But that's the only good memory I have of him. Because anything after that was abusive. It was a letdown. It was a non-bonding relationship with my dad. But the desire to be closer to my dad was there. And he just was not a hands-on family father. He just wasn't. He was he was a cheat. He, had a secret life. He would leave and not come home. I've actually with my own eyes seen him in bed with another woman having sex with her. Okay. And he ended up being very abusive as we were older. I'm physically abusive, verbally, everything. He was just a horrible father. He was horrible father and horrible husband. I will always say that. My dad was a horrible father and a horrible husband. Which then led me to be very close to my mother. I was very, very close to my mom. And I thought my mom was cool. Like I loved her. I loved her friends. I loved going out. They were very kind to me. My mom was very strong, very independent. She supported the family. I mean, half the time I was growing up, my father didn't work. My mom worked every day. So I hate this whole idea that women are weak, women are second-class citizens, we still have to lift them up. Now, I come from a very long line of women who ran households, raised kids, had jobs, had companies, they did things. So I hate this conversation that all of a sudden women are like some kind of up and coming humans that have to be unleashed to flourish. It's like, what are you talking about? I just appreciate how open and honest you are. I don't know you in real life. I feel like you have changed since your heart. You know what? I have. I did. My heart surgery did change me. Some people say for the worse. Do you think as a gay man you are missing out on creating? Well, that's the thing. I see, Calvin. I have kids. I do have kids, and I want to talk more about it. I do. But it's a very ugly part of my life. But not that the kids are ugly, but that topic, everything that came from it, the marriage, the relationship, the divorce, the custody, everything. And it's very like, it's like one of the most traumatic and worst things and everything in my whole life that has ever happened to me is going through the legal process of having children. That's what I tell people. Like people like fought for gay marriage and all this shit. I'm like, listen, I go, are you sure you should get married or whatever? I wouldn't. I'd never do it again. I would never get married again, ever. What I went through with marriage, children, divorce, the court cases, everything afterwards. No, I tell anybody never get married. No, don't get married. The minute you ask the government for permission to do something in your romantic life, once you involve them into your family and shit, they will not go away. They will always have a say so. No, I just know. Me and Mark will never get married ever. I will never get married again. But yeah, it's a completely traumatic situation, Calvin. And it's a topic that I think a lot of people want to hear about and they should hear about. And I think it's very topical now concerning kids and gays and drag and all that shit. I have 2 kids. Okay. So I understand all of this shit. I understand what it's like to be gay. I understand what it's like to be a family man, to be married to a woman. I know all that, you know, but, right, Lisa? But I um God, what were we even talking? Oh, being gay. So I get very close to my mother and other girls. The thing is, I knew this is very strange. I knew that I liked boys. Okay, at a certain age, I knew, but I also liked girls too. Like I okay, how can I put it? I liked girls like because they were soft and sweet and nice to me, and it was fun to date them and kiss and hold hands and to think about like a life together. And but when it came to men, I was I liked them too, but it wasn't the kind of I want to get a house and have a white picket fence and grow old together type of. It wasn't like that. It was more of a sexual thing. Yeah, I don't really see the point in getting married, to be honest with you. I mean, and there are people out there who that's like their life's dream is to get married, and I understand that, and of course, get married, do all that shit. But for me, now it wasn't. It's very hard to undo. It's very hard to undo, and to start over, it's hard to start over again too. Some people will say it's harder for the man because 9 times out of 10 the kids end up with the woman, and the woman could she could qualify for social services, and she also gets alimony, child support depending on the state you're in. But I can tell you as a man living in California, when I went through a divorce and I had to create my own household, plus I had to give her alimony and I had to child support. It's extremely difficult to start a new life. In fact, one can say I never did. Like I left our home in 2007. To this day, I have never gotten back what I lost ever. Not even close to it. Not even close. Um, I always ended up in a cheap rundown apartment. Um, and this is as a truck driver, someone who that the most money I've ever made. But granted, it is in Southern California. Things are more expensive. Okay. But no, it's if you're gonna marry someone and have kids, oh, you better make sure it's right. And the thing is, as kids, this is the funny thing when they talk about trans kids and all that crap, kids making those they make those decisions to take hormones to do things that will permanently change their body. You're allowing kids to make these decisions when over 50%, or is it even over yet? 50% of marriages end in divorce. So you're an adult getting married and you're making a bad decision already. You know what I mean? Like, so we could even look at like divorce statistics and say adults make horrible decisions. Why would you allow a child to have that much of a decision in the rest of their life as far as their hormones and the way they look? And I don't get it. I don't understand that. We could they should make it harder to get married, easier to get divorced, but harder to get married. I know I rushed into it. Been divorced for 22 years, never again. It was so easy for me to get married that we went to Las Vegas. I don't know. I was 21. I think I was 21. We went to Vegas, got a cheap hotel attached. It wasn't even like a big hotel. It was a cheap hotel attached to a chapel. We went we were in the room. I got completely wasted on a bottle of Jack Daniels. We walked next door to the chapel and got married. And I will say that she asked me to marry her. I didn't ask her to marry me. I always said I don't know why gays want to get married so bad. Straights have shown us it's a disaster. It is. Now, when I got married, it was, and I don't know if people will believe it or what, but it was a legitimate, honest thing that I did. Okay. It was legitimate and honest. You don't know what their motives are. Um, it would make me not want to have kids. It would make me speak to the top trans psychiatrist. Yeah, or whoever, right? But when I got married, it was for life. And And if anybody asks, oh, well, what about sex? Would you not want men? The way that I can try to make people understand is you're a woman. Okay. You're a woman and you work, whatever, you're married, you love your husband, and there's a hot guy at work. So you see him at work and you know damn well that you would want to be with him if you weren't married, right? I mean, everybody's the same. It's like kind of like being on a diet and you're like, okay, I can't eat that fried chicken. I would love to. And I love looking at it and I love smelling it. I just can't eat it. It's the same thing. It's no different. See, and I think that that is why it was probably hard for her because she knew that. I didn't lie about anything. I was extremely honest, and I think I was probably honest to a fault. Well, especially with someone like her who uses, you know, your past or your feelings against you. But listening while I wash the dishes and iron my clothes just for work. Um, so I don't. So I was attracted to her, and it was just her for some reason. I don't know if it was a hormone thing, the pheromones or whatever. You know, I don't know what it was. But I did know, even as a gay man, I wanted kids. I wanted a family. It's like, well, even though I like guys, it's weird, but you know, you're a kid and you're trying to figure it out. I like guys, but I like girls for a certain reason. So in my mind, I'll tell you what in my mind it was that that women were to have babies with and to have families with and have a loving relationship with. Guys were to have a dirty romp with. That's kind of in my mind what it was. Um, but after being with her, I realized that I did not want to be in a monogamous relationship with a woman. Um, I love, like I said, I love women and stuff. It's just, and maybe it was just her. Okay. And I don't want to say that all women are like this, but after being with her and being with like I've had two relationships with men, you know, if I can compare all three of them, with her, it was a lot more emotional, like deeper emotional relationship, which I don't do, which isn't great for me. Okay. Especially people who are dumb with their emotions. Okay. She was very stupid with her emotions, very simple and very selfish. And so like she couldn't go deep into a conversation or have any opinions or ideas that were not centered around her and her feelings. And so I should do my makeup. Anyway, so she it it just wasn't right. I guess, you know, we just weren't right for each other. I'll just put it that way. But my intentions were completely 100. I went into this relationship, a monogamous relationship. I wanted a family. I wanted kids. I wanted the legacy. I wanted all of that. And she was the one that I was going to do it with. Um, and I always going to be faithful, always. Just because you're in a monogamous relationship and you might, you know, find men attractive doesn't mean you're going to have sex with them. I mean, men are always attracted to women regardless if they're married or not. They don't cheat. Women are the same way. You see women see hot guys all the time. They don't have sex with them. They can still be faithful. So it's the same thing. You could be a man who's attracted to men in a straight relationship and see other men and go, "Oh, okay, yeah, that guy's hot, but you know, I'm married." It's the same thing. But some people just can't put it in a simple package like that. Comparing the hot guy to fried chicken. In the last 4 years, I've become so wary of government. Luckily, I suppose marriage will never be a concern for me at gagging. My day off doing housework right now. So good to listen while doing that stuff. Hoggy, what's your thoughts on gay men who are obsessed with straight men or will only be? You know why? I'll tell you why, Calvin. I think it's because, I mean, I guess I understand why. Because a straight man is like the epitome of a man. Like they're the epitome, even though a lot of straight men aren't. They're bigger FAGs than I ever been. But I'll see these guys, of course, yeah, hot guy. You want I think they want like some hot, unassuming, naive straight man. I think you know what I think it is, Calvin? I think it's because they think they're fooling them. Like they want to get them as a conquest, or it's like to prove something. Like, I don't know. I think they kind of almost think it makes them feel good about themselves. Like, oh, this hot straight guy wanted me. So you know what I mean? I don't know. For me, it's never been about straight guys. It's just about men. It's like, I don't want a sissy guy, And it just so happens that as time goes on, gay men are becoming more feminine. And it's like, how is that happening? Like, I don't understand, why are gay men becoming more feminine? But I have a theory about that too, is because so many men are now raised by women. And how could you not? Like, seriously. It's femininity or masculinity, it's just a behavior that, so like me, I was around women my whole life, even though I don't think I'm super feminine. Okay, I used to. When I was younger, I was. But I think it's because I was married, I had kids, I worked in male dominated industries like trucking, and I was a mechanic for a while. So really my becoming a man didn't happen until like my late 20s, early 30s. Like, when you oh, I like that. Okay. They love masculinity, and it's their own narcissistic need, right? To be yeah, exactly. Is it revenge? It could be MCDN. It could be, but I just think it's because they kind of. Hi, Lisa. I'm opening up another gift from the Modern Mame. She sent me a gift. I'm trying on the makeup that he gave me. I love it. It works great. He is way more seasoned of a performer than I am. I'm more of like practice it, love makeup, whatever, and go out and be a freak for the night. And I of course I have performed drag on a stage before, but he has been like a traveling performer type of person. I don't think I'm super feminine as he puts on makeup. That's funny. Okay. Um but you know what I mean? Like, I'm not prissy. There you go. There are very prissy gay men that are just so annoying. But anyway, I am um anyway, so no, I was going to stay in this monogamous relationship and be straight, and we had no sexual dysfunction at all, because I'm very practical. I can apply some practicality to it. I'm like, well, it's not a man, but it's not a, but and then I honestly, I even found why having sex with women are superior to having sex with men. Like, I believe that. I think it's superior. And I think it works. But the mechanics are much better when you have sex with a woman than when you have sex with a man. It just is. I can tell you all the good and bad of everything. But I'd like to thank you for standing for parents who are protecting. Oh, thank you. I've seen your interviews talking about drag performers. Why do why? Oh, who do shows in front of minors? You are with us on the right side. Oh yeah, I realize you're talking about other topics, but oh, thank you, Tammy. No, I appreciate that. I do. No, I do, because I'll tell you, and I think it's because I am a parent myself. So even though I'm gay, I'm gay, I do drag, and I'm also a parent. I kind of think that I have something to say about it. You know, people may not like it, but okay, now I'm going to go back in with the skin tone color and clean that up because it got out of hand. And you could always do that. You can just take your translucent or your, you know what I mean? And just kind of draw, color out the mistake. It won't be perfect, but it will kind of blur it. You know what I mean? Okay. But yeah, he's done a good job with my the blush colors. Yeah, Katrina Klein, very good. I think he's doing a show now. He does a telephone show. M to M sex is too contrived. There's all the right. That's the thing. If I can be completely like gross right now, or not gross, candid. Okay. With a woman, there was no. I actually missed that part of it because it was effortless. Because it was meant to work. All the mechanics are there. Everything is positioned correctly. The angles, everything. So let me see. Okay, let me add. I'm gonna add some more white right here. It can be great, but right, no, it's yeah, it's just different. But but I but now that I'm older, that whole era of wanting a legacy is gone. Okay, so let me add some pink. And then I'm going to be done with it. Okay. A lot of times I'll do because really all I do is camera stuff now. So if I kind of use the screen as my mirror because this is where, I'm going to do my act. Oh, Marquina.
Can I hold your mirror?
Yeah.
You're using it.
No, we're here.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. I want to hurry up and get to our gifts. But this is I love the makeup he sent me. I really do. Okay, I'm going to contour all this. Because, when you got a big man forehead, you want to narrow it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is some great. The kimchi powdered makeups, I think, are wonderful. They really do a good job getting the concentrate. Like the color is very concentrated, which is a good thing. When it comes to doing stage stuff, because you want the darkness, to hide all the bumps and edges of men tend to be square and have sharp angles where women are softer and round, so you kind of use colors and paint to mimic that. As you see, I've narrowed this and I'm trying to keep it round with this white space in there. Wait, I see a difference. Okay. It just changes the whole shape of your face. And okay. Oh wait, no, I gotta do this too. I forget about this. I gotta add oh, Mark took my mirror. Not to mention the intimacy and psychology, right? Yeah. Now the thing is, okay. I guess bonding in a relationship with a gay man, you kind of bond as men. It Now this is just me. I know there are different types of relationships, but like you kind of bond together on a social and cultural level just because you're both gay. You know what I mean? So you have like the whole dynamic of other men and issues in your life with your dad or whatever. And it's not everybody has a daddy issue, but a lot of gay men do have daddy issues. Um but yeah, but it's so funny, I'll tell you, when I grew up not close to my dad, he died, I think it was in 1999. And it was weird because I did go through a mourning process, but I mourned the fact that my dad sucks and I'll never have a good dad. But I'll tell you how it messes you up as a dad yourself. It really kind of makes you question your own job as a father too. Like, and my job has sucked because I wasn't really allowed. I wasn't allowed to be a dad after my son, my old I have not had any interaction with my kids since I threw a 15th birthday party for my oldest son. At my apartment, we had a party for him, a 15-year-old. He turned 15, and I haven't seen him since then. And now he's 30. So, I mean, that I'll probably do a whole series of videos and conversations on that, you know. Okay, so now it's funny, you can really see the makeup on both sides. Like you can see the result. Like with it and without. So you can see how it just kind of shapes your face up, you know. Wait, I'm gonna take that out. That's too white right there against my ear. So I wanted to kind of narrow this. Okay. Anyway. Um Okay, so let's see. Let's open her box. Okay. Oh, and it's heavy. I'm very surprised. And I know the cost of sending stuff because I used to send stuff and I would receive a lot of stuff too. So I know how expensive it is to ship. So I'm always very grateful. Oh, wait. I'm going to add some of that contour color as an eyeshadow. Okay. There is an ease between gay men, friends, or lovers, as we don't have to monitor. Yeah, that's true. No, I completely can relate to that. Okay, so it's a big box. I don't know if Katrina's watching. Katrina does a show. But I'll tell him that I started to open up the gifts at 2 hours and 13 minutes. So he can go back and look at it. Okay, I need a knife or something. Oh, shit. Well, I'll just use a comb. She has a big box. Wow. Ah, I need something sharp. Okay. Damn it. Well, I have to find a knife or something. I thought oh, here's some scissors. Okay, here we go. Many straights don't want to hear the details. Yeah, it's a big brown box. You know, I don't know. I am, and you guys want to know the truth? I'm still not divorced. I abandoned the whole process because it was so ugly and horrible, and the accusations, and it's so ugly, and I'll get into it. I just have to figure out a way of telling my story. And one thing I also realize is that when you tell your story, you better tell it in the way you want it to be heard, and you have to anticipate problems, because people will always come back to you and say, you said this, you know what I mean? And you have to really cover your bases when you're honest. Okay, so anyway, so there's no room for an issue. Gifts. Okay, so this is the second gift he sent me, and he sends a little note. Gifts and more to come. Gifts, fun, and more to come. The lady who cares and bitch that shares. Well, that's very nice.
That's cute.
Yeah, he's a clever guy. He is. Okay, so let's see. Brown paper. Oh Lord. Okay, so brown paper. Okay. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh, this is a wig box. So I have so many wigs. I'm definitely gonna have to do some kind of wig storage. Okay, it looks like it's an ash brown. Ash brown means it has more of a green tone than a red tone. That's all that means. Oh my goodness. Oh, these are some. Oh, look at this one. This is almost like a mullet, and it comes with a clip on. Look at this. Oh my god.
Kimla.
It looks like yeah. I'm gonna put it on. Okay, here we go.
Camel.
This will be fun trying on all these wigs.
Camel colored camel wig.
Well, I can tell you he takes care of his wigs. Wait, look, here we go. No, you know what? It's a Billy Ray Cyrus wig. Wait. I mean, of course, it's going to be funny unless I know what to wear with it and put it on, you know. I mean, wigs are just funny. I just think they're funny. Oh my god, I love this. Okay. Okay, so there's that one. Oh, I love wigs. They're hilarious. I think wigs are funny. Okay. I love that. That definitely has a look. I could do that. I could do it as a woman, and I could also do it as like a redneck guy. You know what I'm saying? I could make it more mullety. Okay. I love it. Okay. Here we go. This is something else. Let me see. It's a oh my god, honey. Okay. Open this up. Some kind of necklace. It looks like some kind of leopardy, emeraldy thing. Very interesting. It makes me wonder if he even wore this, because it's on the cardboard and in a gift. Okay. I love it. Okay. And he's like, okay, so he's basically eating the stones. That's what it is. Okay, that's cool. Oh, I have a perfect dress, a green dress I haven't ever worn that would look good on. Okay. Okay. I can't believe it. You know what? I know drag queens have tons of stuff. I have tons of stuff, and I should probably be sending them out to other people too. So I can imagine the stuff that Katrina Klein has. Okay. Okay, here we go. This very much is, this is the same color as that other one. Okay, these are ponytails. Now, did you know, okay, that you can make wigs from ponytails. Okay, this is a one of those alligator clip things. So you would clip that to your hair or whatever. Okay, so there's a couple of these. I've seen videos where people will take these apart. Amy says, yeah, he regifted that one. I love it just the same, Amy. Okay. Oh, here's red. Okay. This is like a very wine color. Okay, let's try this one. I know Mark's sitting here going, oh, great, more wigs. What are you going to do with all these wigs? Okay. You know what? I don't know if you're watching, Mame. Did you wear these wigs? Like, they just don't look like there's lots of wear. Like, you can tell, unless you take very good care of them, you know. But did you wear these, or did you have like access to a? Yeah, these are new. This is a brand new wig because you can really tell signs of like when they've been worn. Like kind of like in the back right here, they'll be kind of matted in the back and stuff. But these are very, very well taken care of. So it makes me think that I love this. This is so good. Yeah, it reminds me of Naomi Judd. That's what it was. It reminds me of Naomi Judd. Okay, I love this one. You know what? I gotta make. You know what? I gotta do a. I'm getting. I want to film a Salmonizer. I want to create a music, like a Christmas music video. Singing for some Blue Christmas. TikTokers, they like it when I sing Blue Christmas. Okay, so I should do it wearing one of these like mullet wigs. Okay. Oh, okay. This is Hogatha grade wigs. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, what is this one wig? The red one makes me think of Sharon Osbourne. Oh, you're right, huh? Yep, an 80s pop singer. Look at this. This can't, is this one wig? Wait, Marquina, wait till you see it. Oh, yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay, yeah, he gets wigs for free. He gets wigs for free or he buys them. Maybe he's a compulsive shopper, but this still has a tag on it. Maybe, are you a oh, Wigs by Vanity. Oh, he's out of Australia. I know who this guy is. Oh my god, Marquina.
That's amazing. Oh, huge.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put it on Marquina.
Oh,
It's so natural though.
it's very the craft.
The craft. You, I could see this in some kind of French can
Yeah.
type of thing. Do you like it, Puss Puss? I like it. You know what's so funny? It's I've never like when you receive stuff from other people, things, and it's like things that you would normally won't pick out, and you're like, oh wait, it's kind of cool. I like it. I would never pick that for myself. Yeah, I like this. I would do something with it. You can create like a character or something around it. I like it. Oh, well, there goes my wig cap. Okay. All right. Puss Puss, do you ever go to okay, so once in a while me and Mark will go to like a Goodwill or something. I'm not like a big Goodwill shopper, I'll be honest with you. Because I always hated like used shit, or like I always hated like wearing other people's clothes. I just wanted like my own shit, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm different now. This is when I was a snotty child. But oh wait, this is like a beige blonde. It's a blonde that I don't have. That wig is great. Hoggy. Oh, yeah, Hoggy's gonna love it. No, Martyr. Okay, Mame. Okay, now he wore no. Okay, this has hair clips in it, so he wore this one. So okay, so he did wear this one. Okay, he has. Oh wow, this is very. Oh my god, you know what? I wonder my friend Susan would love this wig. I don't know. You know what? It's very kind of Bridget Bardot looking. It's very Bridget Bardot. Okay. I've never. This is a blonde that I never buy. It's almost the color of my shirt. I never buy this blonde. I always get platinum blondes. I never go for a warmer blonde, so I don't know what this is going to look like on me. Hello. 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 Oh, I hate bangs. Okay, wait. I mean, I probably should wear bangs more often because I have a big forehead. I should probably get used to it. It's Goldie Hawn. That's what it is, huh? Okay. I'm kind of going, Amy. Was it you who said you were mocking me? You go, yeah. I don't think I'm that feminine as you're putting on makeup. Oh my God, I'm Ariana Grande. I'm Glenda. Now this is what you call a hard front wig, but it's not really because it has bangs, so you can't really see it. But it doesn't have lace in the front, which you don't need because you have bangs. But I don't really have any bang wigs. Yeah, I guess kind of Mariah, huh? All I want for Christmas. Yeah. I guess, it's not bad. I mean, I just need maybe more bronze, like different makeup, but yeah, it's like Ariana Grande, huh? It's like I call that a dinner lady wig. Putting on makeup and in a dress. Okay, I like this. Oh my God, no! I can do this when I look at me. I'm Sandra D. That's what it is, huh? It's like Olivia Newton-John Grace, as when she's Sandy. Sandy, you must start anew. Yeah, this is Olivia Newton-John. This is Sandy before she started smoking. Okay. Anyway, love it. Okay. These are great wigs. I know it does. It doesn't it gagging. Yeah, these are great wigs, and they're for wigs by Vanity. It's a great. It's a great. He's a drag performer. He does. He makes wigs. And he sells them. He's out of Australia. Okay. Oh my gosh. There's so much stuff. God, it makes you wonder, does everybody does this? Like, Mame, do you send stuff out to everybody? Look at all this. Oh my God. It's so much. Do you like run a store or something? It looks like Melissa from Dance Moms. Okay, so what is this? This is vitamin E face moisturizer. Are you like a distributor of some kind? Because this is all reminds me of like sample stuff. This is great stuff. I mean, I really got to kind of get into it and look at it, but there's a lot of stuff here. A lot of Elf. That's a good product. A primer. I can't believe you sent all this. Like seriously. Mascara, intensive cream. I mean, this is a lot of stuff. Like a lot. I can't believe it. Oh, more brushes. I really like this brush right here. Like a detailed fluffy brush. A lip mask. I mean, this is all. I can't believe you. What is this? This is a cleansing oil. I mean, I wanted to buy shit for a long time. What is this? It's Italian. Oh, it's high. It's highlight fluid. Um, I don't think I've ever had an Italian beauty product. Let's see. Um, it says it's a highlighting liquid. It's a pretty container. It has like a nipple. Oh, you turn. Okay, it's like an eyedropper. Ah, let's see. Let's see what it does. It's a highlighter. Exactly what it says. It's a highlighter liquid. Well, that's cool. It's gold. That is awesome. It really is amazing, the products that they have. I mean, sometimes, you kind of got to go into like an Ulta or something, or a place that's just specific for makeup, and you see some of this crap and you're like, oh my God, what is this? Yeah, they're all like little samples. So I don't know. I can't remember if he even told me what he did, what kind of job. So he might be a distributor of some kind. He might be, okay, this is like it's a glitter, eyeshadow. I mean, it's crazy. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like a glitter shadow. Wow. Um, yeah, very generous, very generous. And I mean, what is this? But I'm telling you, I've come up with some, it's moisturizer, lots of moisturizer skincare, which I'm grateful for because I don't have a lot. It's funny. I'm somebody who knows how to take care of their skin. You know what it is? I'll tell you, learning everything that I learned in cosmetology and, oh my God, he sent me a collapsible straw. Do you know that I recently got into metal straws? But this is a collapsible one. Okay, so it comes. Well, okay, so in California, we went to paper straws a lot of places, but a lot of places are going back to regular straws. Okay, so this is a brush to clean it with. And this is your drinking straw. So it's a drinking straw in a case. It's metal with a little brush. Okay. I have made the switch to metal straws. Oh God. I'm not a weirdo. I'm not a weirdo. Look at the every second. Well, California liberals. He don't believe in. No, I want plastic straws. Trust me, I do. But I saw these. I'm like, I won't have to buy straws all the time, and I didn't do it for. Well, that's not true. I did it because yes, I'm getting neurotic the older I get about plastics, and I don't know if that really is neurotic or not. But I'm like, well, why do I want to? First of all, paper sucks, okay, and then I'm like, but what? But plastic sucks too, you know. Plastic sucked before paper, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to glass. I'm gonna have real glass drinking vessels with metal straws. Yes, I did. I went crazy and I decided I'm not drinking out of plastic anymore. Unless it's fast food, because that makes it better. But but if I'm at home, oh my God. Okay, so this is the Honest Company. I think it's Honest Company. I have such a story about this company, which I want to make sure it is that company. Okay, so the Honest Company is a skincare company founded by, I believe, hold on. I want to make sure I'm right. No. It says Jess. Wait. Oh yeah, Jessica Alba. Okay, so I am right. Jessica Alba is really the reason why I don't do hair. And this company I bought stock in when it first came out, I completely lost money on it. Okay. Because Jessica Alba is like, oh, I'm coming out with an honest skincare. It's all going to be, organic, whatever the buzzwords were at the time. Anyway, so it was going to sell. It didn't. The stock sucked. I lost money on it, but I made money. I hadn't made other good decisions. So, but anyway, some girl came in, wanted me to do her hair like Jessica Alba, showed me a picture and everything. And I did her hair exactly like it. And she said, I don't like it. You did a good job. I don't like the way it looks on me. Color it back. It was like 5 hours of work and I hated her. Okay, anyway. Oh, eye primer. I mean, dear, there's so much. I mean, even samples of fragrance. Yeah, he's a distributor. He works in a department store. But I love it. I mean, I'm the benefactor of all this great stuff and I love it. Thank you so much. I can't wait to really get into it, look at it, use it, because I don't honestly, my skincare routine has turned into makeup remover, moisturizer, and that's it. So, my 55-year-old skin could probably use some of these oils and stuff since I am so fragile and fair and privileged. I'm privileged to have sensitive skin. Okay. Anyway, hey, Jimmy Wilkinson. Who is this guy? Yeah, what do you want to know, Dimmy? Why don't you ask me something specific and I'll tell you. You're coming in here, whipping your dick out, swinging it around like you own the place. You walk in, he comes in here and goes, who is this guy? Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you, Dimmy? Dimmy? Are you dim? Dimmy? Is that why they call you Dimmy? Okay, anyway. Anyway, Dimmy, who is this guy? I'm a big homo, and I'm going through a box of goodies that another homo sent me.
How about that?
All right? That's what's going on, buddy. So you could tuck your dick right back into your pants. The only dick that hangs out here is mine.
How about that?
Mine and Puss. Would you take the potion and death becomes her? I don't know, because you live forever, don't you? Do you live forever? Demi is frightened. Okay, I have another bundle to open up. Okay. It's another wait. Yes, even if you die. So you just wait, Salmonizer. So do you die? Okay, so I know that in the end they just broke to pieces. So they were still falling apart, right? Like they didn't stay young and beautiful. Well, Isabella Rossellini did. Like, why was she young and beautiful, but Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn weren't? Like weren't they getting like decrepit and old? And they were using Bruce Willis. We have to watch that movie, Mark. Death Becomes Her. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
A long time ago. I'd watch it again.
Yeah, I want to see it again. Bruce Willis like paints them to look so beautiful, but I can't remember. They are aging, aren't they? Or
they don't age, but they can't repair themselves either.
But when you get broken up, your sassy voice started getting a Mae West rhythm to it. Well, I do not challenge Mae. I do not channel Mae West at all. Wait, no, they both received fatal. Oh, it's the injuries. The other lady took super. Okay, you're right. Okay, Salmonizer, yeah. Isabella Rossellini used to be the face of Lancome. She was so beautiful. I mean, she still is. There you go, MC. Yep, she was the face of Lancome. Okay, so here's another one. This is a star, some kind of lipstick. It's this is totally chinky. It's it's from Asia. Um, yeah, he didn't even open it. No, he did open this. Okay, yeah, because it has Asian writing all over it. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Okay. It's a lipstick of some kind. Okay, wait. Okay, look at it. Okay, it pulls out like this, but then this. Oh, it's like a mirror. Oh, look, so you could look at your lipstick here and you could do your lines here. Wow, that's a red. Yeah, that's a good dark red there. I mean, on camera it comes off kind of more spicy looking, but in real life it's very ruby. It's very dark, a very garnet color. I like this. I like this color red. Because I kind of stay away from reds a lot. Well, first of all, because I have little lips, so it makes it look like you just have a little butthole when you do red lips. But I I like this color. Uh, Drag is misogynistic adult entertainment. That's right, Dave. It is. It's adult entertainment often performed by paraphilic men and has no place near children. Paraphilias often cluster. Marquina, what's a paraphilia?
That's a new one on me.
I don't know. Let's look at
Some term.
Here, I'm gonna look it up. No, because I like to educate myself and I like to know stuff. So, paraphilia. Okay, here we go. Paraphilia is paraphilia is a persistent and intense sexual interest that differs from genital stimulation. Or, well, I can tell you that doesn't apply to me at all. I can just end right there. Oh no, for me, when it comes to sex, it's all about genital stimulation. Yes, that's me. Because what's the point of doing it? What's the point of doing it if you're not Marquina? What's the point of
what? Why?
Isn't that the point of sex is to be genitally stimulated?
So stupid.
Oh, someone attracted to disabled people. Wait, that can't be. Wait, who did? Okay, a persistent and intense sexual interest that differs from genital stimulation or fondling with a consensual, mature, and phenotypically normal human partner. Oh my God. It can also be defined as sexual interest in anything other than a consenting human partner. Well, I don't rape people. Is that what you're implying, that we only have fun if we're raping? Wait. Paraphilias can involve arousal from atypical objects, situations, or targets, such as animals, corpses, or children.
Oh God.
Well, I can tell you, sir, that that's not it. The only animal I'm attracted to is a manimal.
Yeah.
Dave, are you a manimal? Okay. Corpses and children. However, not all unusual paraphilias are considered paraphilic disorders. So, from what I'm gathering is it's an umbrella term for anything that's not heterosexual reproductive sex. Is that kind of what I'm reading? Well, then I a lot of us are paraphilias then, I guess. I mean, okay, paraphilia is a persistent. Okay, so this is kind of where I think the definition lies. A persistent and intense sexual interest that differs from genital stimulation or fondling with a consenting mature human. Well, Drag. Okay, so you're comparing drag to, and Dave, I'm not offended by it at all. I mean, I don't know if that was your intention, but no. I'm not offended by this at all. I mean, because dear, if we can get down to the reasoning for everything, would be great, wouldn't it? Um, but I can tell you you're wrong. Drag is misogynist. I will say that. In fact, I was probably one of the only drag queens I've ever said that. I've said it. I'm on video saying that years ago. I do think drag is typically in some people's minds can be misconstrued into a misogynistic act, and they're completely valid. Yeah, I mean, there are plenty of women who are like, I don't appreciate men dressing up as me and sitting around making me look like a whore. Well, I'm not making you look like a whore, but I understand that you think I'm making your kind look like a whore, and you are sensitive to your kind and you want to protect your kind. I understand that. I do. I'm not mad at it at all. And what I say to that is, you're right. It's probably a misogynistic thing because drag was existed because women were not allowed to act. They were not allowed to be on the stage and they were not allowed to act. So men took their places. Okay. Uh, was that misogynistic? Probably. Yeah. If a woman was not allowed to do it and a man had to replace her because you still wanted art with women in it or or theater.
It's kind of funny, but a decent woman wouldn't that was the realm of prostitutes. A decent woman wouldn't do that. She wouldn't be an actress or any of that. That's
right. Yeah,
it was kind of women gatekeeping.
Right. So did you maybe so we're thinking Shakespeare days, things like that. Would you rather a man be on stage pretending to be a woman with her tits out, or would you rather a woman be up there with her tits out? You have to kind of think of the morality of the time, the culture, everything, okay? So for whatever reason drag existed for whatever reasons, and I'll say sure, it's misogynistic. I don't really care. I don't care because I'm going to do it anyway.
Don't care.
I don't care. I mean, some people think it's misogynistic to look at strippers and throw dollars at them. Well, okay, I support it. I don't, just because everything has an ist or a phobia attached to it, a misogynist, a trans phobic, a homophobic. I don't necessarily think everything with an ist or an ick or an ic at the end of it is bad. I don't think it's necessarily a put down. Is it misogynistic? Sure, to some people. I don't care though. I just don't. It really is such a good feeling. I'm going to be honest with you. We are in a culture where people are so worried about how people look at them, and they're so worried about the opinion of others. They're so worried about how they look that everybody's performing. Like they're just performing and they're saying what they think people want to hear. They're saying what they think their peer group wants to hear. They're stating these beliefs and these ideas that they hope that their circle is receptive to and support and stuff. So everybody just performing, right? Puss, you're just performing, and you're just lying. Like you can call it performing, you can call it being polite. It's lying, and so I just don't go around lying. I don't care if somebody doesn't like what I do. I don't care. If you fine, okay. So let's just say Dave Davis says, oh, it's misogynistic. Okay, I am not going to miss 1 second of sleep because of that. Not one. And I can have people believe that I'm a horrible person because I'm a man who puts colors on their face and creates the illusion of an ugly woman. I don't care. Like I just don't. And I'm tired of people pretending like they're supposed to care about everything. Like someone recently wrote to me. I wonder if it's here. It's on Instagram. Somebody, I think it was a trans person, who wrote to me and said, you know what? I realized everything that you do is nothing but a big joke to you. Okay. Yeah, it is. Everything's a joke. Yeah. I'll make a joke of anything. Okay. I laughed yesterday at my dead dog. Somebody said something hilarious, which if you If you would have said it to me even a month after my dog died, I probably would have started crying, but it was true. And that's the thing. So many people are just crying and upset about truth. They are. And, tough shit. Not everything's fun. Not everything's wonderful in life. You know, you're not always going to open, your favorite Christmas gift on Christmas Day. You just might end up with a stinker this year. Didn't you hate that as a kid?
Yeah.
Like you knew. I know I'm not going to get everything I checked off on the Sears catalog. So as you're opening your gifts, you get, oh, wow, Mom, thanks. Thanks for the red ball. It's like it's not on your Christmas list, but you still got to pretend to like it, because it's polite. I don't know how I'm comparing this to what we were talking about, but whatever. Just life isn't always what you want, and you're not always going to get the right answer that you want. Just like nobody knows what's going to happen when you die, but you all think you do. You have so many books and people on TV and the internet telling you what's going to happen to your soul once you die, but you really don't know. You probably have temperature read on this. Our most right-leaning trans prettier. Wait, what? What's I will say that. Yes. I will say, honestly, in the gay world, the trans world, if you are more right leaning, you're better looking. And I think that's with anybody, honestly. Now, for the exception of some really screwed up rednecks, whatever. But honestly, yeah, I do. I do plus. I do think people who have a right leaning attitude and way are more attractive. It's true. Um, I just saw a clip on Threads where you said, "Oh, I'm on Threads. I've never even abortion was a rite of passage." Do you guys want to see that? Okay. Okay. Well, because I'm being myself, so I can. That's what okay. There's a guy named Rodney. Okay, on social media. He does little interviews, he does little clips of stuff, and he's done some cool stuff. Okay. We hooked up years ago, not hook up, but we hooked up years ago to do videos and stuff. And he's in Texas and I'm here. So anyway, about a couple weeks ago, he goes, "Hey, I want to start doing my thing again," because he took a little vacation, and he's like, "How about I interview you again?" I said, "Okay." And I'm like, "Who do you want? Do you want Billy? Do you want Kitty? Or do you want Hagatha?" He's like, "Oh, Hagatha." Okay. So I just answer questions and stuff, and one of them, and I answer them as my character, which is Hagatha. Which, if you guys, if anybody don't know it by now, you can go seek it out. So he asked me questions in my Hagatha frame of mind, and one of them was abortion. So I came up with the answer that Hagatha would come up with. Do I believe? I have my own opinion when it comes to abortion than Hagatha, but yeah, Hagatha's character is to make people angry, well, to make you laugh and to make you mad. Okay. I was excited for a minute because I'm conservative and thought, "Oh, I'm good looking now." And then you said, "Unless you're a redneck," and I'm from Missouri. Oh, Amy, what part of Missouri? Are you in Missouri right now? I have friends that just moved there. You're not ugly. Stop it. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so here's more wigs. Oh wait, I didn't even completely go through this bag of, it's just all cosmetics, it's skincare. Oh, that's another lip. That's a nice lip color. This is like a pen. This guy sent me all kinds of crap. Not crap, it's good stuff. Oh, this is called this is a eyeshadow called, it's all violets. Which my skin, I do look good in violet. I want to see what all this is. Puss, do you have a lot of makeup? All right. Oh my God, Puss, you should call Katrina. He's not doing it right now. He stops at 5 o'clock Central Time. But you should call and do your whole my dear thing. You know what you do. You would be hilarious. No, I try to keep little makeup as possible. Oh, you mean like in storage? Huh? Wait a minute. Okay, so this is called now it's called Violet Voss, right? Okay, I don't know why I just assumed that when I opened it, all the colors would be violet. There's nice. Oh, I like this. There's some nice colors in here, but of course they're not violet. In fact, there's not one violet in here. But I now understand. Violet Voss is the name of the manufacturer. Okay. This is a great palette. For neutrals, naturals. It's great. I'll probably use the bottom row. But this is awesome. I have so many eyeshadow palettes, and you would think, who needs another one? You do. You need another one. Because there's lots of eyeshadows out there. Okay. Oh, something with a man on it. It's a cream. It's a white cream makeup. It's probably more Halloween. Yeah, it has a spider web on it. That's good. It's good. I mean, a lot of us use clown white. Oh my God, I love this. Oh, these are great eyelashes. I gotta open it. These are great eyelashes. Oh, I can't wait. These are good. Damn it, there we go. Look at those are awesome eyelashes. I love these ones. I really like these ones. Yeah, it's one thing. I like building my own eyelashes. Well, because I'm a big man, so I have to make really big ones. See, a lot of people think, oh, you're just playing makeup and you're just pretending to be a girl. No, dear. There's a lot of stuff into this. Right. Those are great lashes. There's a lot, I mean, I don't want to maximize what drag is, but I don't want to minimize it either. There's a lot of shit that goes in this. Okay. Not only, okay, like say those lashes, those are big, like Puss. Okay. Like she knows those are big lashes, but they're not big for me. They're not, because I'm a big ogre. So I actually have to double them up and make them twice as long. And, you have to think about that. You really do. If you can get, I think more heterosexual men would have more respect for this if they knew the skills that are required to do it. Like, and the eye, like you have to be, what is this? Is this a nail polish? I don't know. Oh, it's a tint for your lips and your cheeks. I've never used these products, but they're liquids. It looks like nail polish. And apparently, like, okay, I just dabbed it, and then I'm assuming blend it in. So it will create a color like on your cheek or your lips, and it's probably a buildable thing, so where you could add more and make it more intense and dark. This is neat. I've never played with these types of products, but I'm interested in seeing how it works. I would imagine, okay, wait. Let me do it on my non-makeup side. You would put it, okay, so like the contour would be down here, then the color would be more up here. Let me see. How much of it will Hog utilize? Hagatha will definitely utilize the wig, the clowny afro wig. Okay, so it just adds like a blush. Okay. But this is gonna be fun to play with. My problem is space. I'm always having to get rid of stuff, and what I really need is, and when me and Mark, oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, you were a distributor. You worked for a mall or something, and you got all this stuff. I can't wait. When me and Mark move, and we will move eventually out of here. We're looking at places just so we could both have more room. Mark needs he needs a shop, he needs a garage, which he has a lot of machines and tools and things like that. So we have to keep in mind, at least he needs at least the size of a 2-car garage, even though he wants more space. He needs more space than that. Okay, so this is a some kind of lip product, like a gloss or something. Nice and a nice. It's like a neutral. It looks more brown than it does on camera. Brown. It looks more red on camera. But he needs at least a minimum of 2-car garage. Okay, preferably more, but at least 2-car garage. I need a room. Like I would be fine with just the average, house bedroom. This is a lipstick. I'm glad she sent me reds because I don't really have a whole lot of red. I really like this color. I think this will go great with me. I'm going to keep this like out so I could see it because it's a matte color. It's called Sunset Boulevard. I like this color. You're kind of making me crave Neapolitan ice cream. Okay, so I can't believe how much you sent me. Okay, I don't know I don't know what this is. Let's see what this is. It's not makeup, it's a tool of some kind. I don't know what it does. Let me turn this annoying filter off. Hold on. All right, there we go. I don't know what it is. Some kind of tool. I'll figure it out. Oh, it says not for. It's mascara. Oh, you curl. It's an eyelash curl. Wow, I'm gonna have to really look into this. And I do curl my eyelashes when I do because my real lashes kind of grow outward, and so you want to push them up. Okay, that's an interesting tool. Okay, what's this? Cover FX. This is a glitter drops. Oh, so it's more highlighter stuff. Okay. I thought it was a vape, right? It didn't look like it. It looked like it. Puss Puss, I love Neapolitan ice cream. It's another, it's like an eye dropping thing where you drop highlighter right here. Again, I have not used these kind of wet products to like what I put over here, but I can't wait. This looks a lot like the other wig. This is the one I had showed you before. It's just like a lighter color, but I don't know if it's the same style. Let's see. Oh, I've never had one of these wigs. This has like the little glitter threads that run through it. Have you seen these, Puss Puss? Do you wear wigs, Puss? I mean, you're besides your red one. Do you wear this? Oh, it's a brand new wig. Oh wow, how nice! She sent me a brand new wig. This is really gonna up my pretty factor. Okay. It's a very it's a very different. Yes, there you go, tinsel. See, it has like these strands in it that shine and stuff. This is it's a blonde wig with highlights. I have never had one. And did he? Yeah, you never. Well, no, this lace is cut. It's just cut long. So yeah, maybe he's more, but he really takes care of his wigs. Like mine are thrown, like they're hanging up on hooks. Like he puts them back in a bag and folds them up. I'll tell you, I am a messy drag queen. Okay. Right. I know it's pretty pricey. This is a total like yeah, Total Wigs by Vanity, huh? Oh my god, I could be like a total like Caucasian mom with this. A middle. Oh my god, I should make a character of a middle class, like upper middle class mom who goes to wineries.
And stays way too long.
Yes, and we act like we're at a nightclub.
You look like a Stepford wife.
We act like yes, it's I could be a Stepford wife. Yeah, puss. All these wigs are wigs by Vanity. Well, most of them. I don't know. I have to look at the label on this one, but oh, I love this. Oh, I got to add my bump. My bump in the back would be good. Okay. Yeah, that's a rad wig. I really like that wig. Let me see. Let me put my bump. I mean, this totally looks like a wig that he would wear too. I wonder why he doesn't wear it. Where's my wig cap at? I lost it. Oh, it's inside here. Okay. So what I do is get my wig cap and I'll just put like padding in it of some kind. These are pantyhose, but guys use like grocery bags. I've used grocery bags. You can use batting like from pillows, anything. This is a wad of pantyhose. Okay, so I do this, try to center it as much as I can. And then, some people want to, you might tape this down. If you're going to be wearing it for a while. But then when you put your wig on, it'll have it'll add more height to your hair. See? And you gotta, position everything right, whatever. But this wig does not have a part. So I don't know. But it's a very nice wig. I like the different blondes and the colors and stuff. But yeah, this is total. Yeah, the wig. Yeah, it would be noisy, but you wouldn't hear it all night. But yeah, this is a great wig. Okay. Yep, awesome wig. Okay. I'll have to store that with my finer wigs. Okay. I cannot believe this is going to be a bunch of other beauty products. I can't believe this. This reminds me back in the day. Oh my God, there was a woman named Gigi who honestly, I think she just used me to get rid of her old stuff. She sent me, and I'm telling you, it's amazing what people have at home that they just send to strangers. She had a backpack. It was Betsy Johnson. If you're familiar with Betsy Johnson, I looked up. It was a $120 backpack. She left the labels on it and everything. So I don't know. I don't assume she bought me this stuff. This is stuff that she had. Okay. But she sent me this Betsy Johnson backpack, completely full. Like all the pockets, everything was completely filled with makeup. Great makeup. It took me forever to go through this backpack and pull out all this makeup. I never heard from her again. And I was like, how do these people? So that's what I'm thinking. He's a makeup distributor, some kind of retailer or something. I have to ask him. Ooh, these are great lashes too. Those are good. Ooh, these are fun. Oh, look at there are ones with like the little dot things at the end. I'm just loving all. I'm more of the white clown makeup. Another palette. Oh my God, he's just it. There are some really. I'm going to tell you some amazingly generous people on here. I don't always say their names because I don't know if they want to be talked about, because some people will like. It's weird because there are people who will send you stuff that never talk to you, that never make their self known in the chats. It's really it's something because I didn't get into this to make money or to do anything. I just did it. And then all of a sudden these people start coming out loving what I do and then wanting to send me tips and gifts and things like that. And then it turned into that. And then to see this stuff, oh, this is an awesome palette. This is really good. This is a good neutral, um, great colors. So I can't wait. And it looks very the powder just from my eye, just because I'm playing with makeup, it looks very blendable, very soft, like soft powders that will like finely milled. That's it, finely milled. In Missouri, anything you want to get rid of, you where? Wait, Amy, did you ever tell me where you're at in Missouri? I actually have one of those eyelash curlers. They are hard to manipulate, but it might be because I have Mennonite hands. Wait, are you a Handmaid's Tale? Um, I can't wait to see your upcoming looks after. Oh, I know Puss Puss. Like I'm really kind of into that the white middle-aged mom winery here. I want to create something where yeah, maybe I'll dress up and then I'll put like a nice winery vineyard behind me and Marquina will have wine. Marquina can tell you all about the wine because she loves wine. Okay, this is great. Okay. More wigs. My goodness. Okay. Another wig. This is what would you call that color? That's a burnt orange. It again it looks darker and on here than you're seeing it on camera. Okay, I live in the Northeast. Oh, wait a minute. I have giant hands. It served me well when I Hey Amy, how far are you from Warsaw? Oh, you're in the northeast corner. Isn't that where St. Louis is? Ferguson, all that? Are you in the St. Louis Ferguson area? I don't know. Is that That may not be the far northeast. I know it's the east because I drove through there all the time. Oh my god. Okay, I have never had a. I've never had.
Yeah.
It is. Oh my god, Beth Dutton. Oh my god. Okay, Beth Dutton. Okay, I have never had a. I've never had a wig with bangs. Uh, really hard cut, almost like Betty Page bangs. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna put it on. And I'll tell you these are good wigs. They're heavy. Like Katrina, I don't know if these are maybe they're dense wigs, because I know you could spend more and get denser wigs with more hair, but these wigs are heavy. Okay. Okay. Oh, I like these. I've always wanted to try a wig with bangs like this. And I'm not like mad at it. Let's see. Puss Puss, is this the one? Oh, Kirksville, Missouri, where Truman State University is. Also medical. I am almost okay, Iowa. Okay, so you're far from Warsaw. Anyway, my friend, you may have known him. You may know him, Mario. Do you know my friend Mario? He goes by. I Isn't this great, Puss Puss? I love this. I mean, I could give. I mean, this is a total cunt wig, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
Oh.
I do love this. Do you see it, Marquina?
Yes.
Isn't that awesome? I love this.
For some reason, you remind me of Vicky. I don't know why.
Vicky. Mm.
It's giving Vicky vibes.
This is great. I do, but he really hooked me up. He really hooked me up with some stuff. I'll tell you. But back to what I was saying about like people on here. There's some great people on here that have when talking about the generosity of people on the internet. Right, Amy. He really kind of set me some fabulous wigs. Um, What was I going to say? There's people on here. I mean, I'll just state their first names. Martin. Martin has been a great person online, a very generous person. Marion. Marion has been I mean, overwhelmingly. I mean, and some, and through the years, the gifts that I've received, and I mean, I've received more than just those with those, but I'm just kind of telling you certain people that have like gone above and beyond. There was this one, Drea. I'm trying to figure out which one she is. She won't. She's kind of very elusive and really wouldn't even make herself known. You wouldn't believe like the work that she would go into making cards for me, and it's just amazing that they're people. They come on, they would send me gifts, and all they want to do is to see me open it and see me be happy about it, and then they would disappear. But no, there's some a great, very great, interesting, very generous, kind people online. Yeah, or late 80s, early. I love that. I totally have to make a wig. I have to totally do something with that wig. More and more jewelry. And you know what? And it's funny because when I opened it up yesterday, I'm like, is this paparazzi? Because I received tons of jewelry. There's this jewelry, in case a lot of you don't know, there's a jewelry, it's like a home jewelry type of thing. I think they used to do parties, kind of like Tupperware, but with jewelry. And you go to your girlfriend's house. Right, Amy. I'm thinking that could be like like that one. You're right. Okay, Amy. A lot of people think I look like Winona Judd a lot. I could use that wig to do a Winona inspiration, because Winona obviously isn't this light. She usually has a darker, but sometimes she's light, huh? But yeah, I could totally do oh my god. No, I could do my Christmas because I wanted to sing Blue Christmas, so I could do like with that orange color, the blue makeup would really pop. And I could sing Blue Christmas with blue eyeshadow on with the orange wig. Okay, anyway. Um it's one of those kind of like a snake or wraparound. What would you call it? A wraparound like bracelet. That's cool. And there's in several different colors. One thing drag queens have are a lot of jewelry, a lot of like this kind of stuff. Because you're trying to come up with a new look at least every weekend. If not, some are performing every other day. So you girls would go and you would walk into a drag queen's bedroom and just go crazy, because it's funny because a drag queen's still a man, and they're very practical. So you walk into it. Now, these are the ones that I know. Some might be different. They don't decorate it all girl like. You walk in and you see boxes and shelves and everything organized and everything has a category. And it's very kind of like a man who loves his garage looks like. Okay. A toolbox with things labeled and everything has a place. A lot of drag queens are like that. You walk in there like, I see a bunch of girl stuff, but it's just in a boy way. You're right. It's just okay. Oh my god, I have a wig that looks very similar to this but different colors. Okay. Oh my god, okay. This on camera comes off more blue looking. But it's very okay. So we got like a gray, and they really did a good job of making it look like you like have like you're a gray, natural gray hair. And then this is like a lot of people don't know. Is it an ombre? It's like a several colored ombre, but an ombre is like the gradation of color. Typically, it would be a brown and go into blonde or whatever, but they've done these like more fantastical ombres, but this is I don't have an ombre wig. I don't think I do. Definitely I've always gravitated toward natural colors, so I don't have anything like this. Okay. This and it is a great quality wig. Another heavy wig. But this is fun. This is like more, I mean, younger. But yeah, I like this one too. But these wigs, I want to see what brand this is. They're very good and heavy and full. This is called Give Face Cosmetics. Give Head. I mean, see, this is okay, and this is part of what I'm talking how drag is. It's adult nature. Okay, so this says Give Face Cosmetics, and on the back it says Give Head. Now, that's clearly an adult thing. Okay, and an adult would know, and a kid would, well, an older kid would know what that means, but it's like you've actually built sex into a wig. You know what I mean? Into a drag wig. I mean, a normal woman isn't going to wear this, right? But but it's things like that. When I talk about how it is sexual, it is adult. It's the little innuendos and the little the jokes. You know what I mean? That it's all sexual in nature. You watch RuPaul's Drag Race. Now, kids watch it, and that's how kids are knowing about drag. Well, when you watch it as an adult, you see the innuendos. Well, even kids do. It's not hidden like Bugs Bunny was, when we used to watch those cartoons. These new people, it's out in the open. They're very sexual, very sexual. That show is very sexual, and young kids watch it. If I don't understand, I mean, and it's funny. I've really evolved my thinking because it's like I don't blame the performers really anymore. I blame the parents because honestly, I mean, if you have a minor child, you're in control of what that child sees, hears, and does. This is really pretty. And it's like, okay, well, if I'm an adult, which I am, I'm an adult in a club, and I'm doing my act, I'm shaking my tits or whatever. That's my business. That's my business between me and the other adults in there. But even though I'm a free person, if I saw a child doing that, if I saw a child watching me in person, I can't control what they do online. That's where I say this is the parents' fault. Okay. But if I'm an adult and I'm out in public and I'm shaking my tits and doing what, a simulating masturbation or whatever, which is a stage act in drag, I couldn't do it because there's a kid watching me. Even if I walked out and I wasn't being nasty, let's say I'm wearing a short dress or a skirt and my ass cheeks are hanging out. Because trust me, all these guys that are doing drag, they don't want to not be sexy. Okay. They don't. Trust me, because even if they're dressed as a nun, they're gonna put sex in the act. Trust me. So, I just. And then, of course, there was a part of me that was embarrassed. Oh God, other men in dresses are being inappropriate around children and stuff. One thing about these are like it's a freestyle wig, so there's no like built-in style. I mean, it's curled, but there's no a part or anything. So you would really have to style these wigs. But this one's nice. I like this one too. You could do a number like, say, do you remember Missing Persons? Del Bosio. She's the singer of Missing Persons. She was really Lady Gaga before Lady Gaga. But she did the blonde, like she was like kind of Gwen Stefani too. She did platinum white hair, and then she would do pink in it and stuff like that. But she was definitely Lady Gaga was completely inspired by Missing Persons. RuPaul's Drag Race was initially a goof on Top Model. I could totally see that, totally see it. I'm telling you, Katrina, if you're watching, you now have to remodel my bedroom. You have to remodel, and you even said more was coming. I need an extension on my bedroom. but I'm sure you're dealing with the same problem. There is, I'm telling you, there isn't one drag performer I haven't met who has enough space. Okay, now this, God, I don't even know what color you would call this. Okay, it's in the same family as those wigs, the ombre wigs. Oh, look, there's my baby. There's Tucker. He's going down the stairs. This is my bed, and we have a staircase Mark built. Okay, now Titus is going to go down. Titus, you going to come down? Anyway, we had to have stairs. So Mark built because he built the bed, and the bed's very tall. Oh, this is a nice one. I don't know if this is like a mauve. I don't know what color you'd call. Katrina, I can't wait to talk to you about all this stuff. Like, where do you get it? Like, this is from the same wig company that says Give Head. God, these are such well-made wigs. They really are. Okay, this is another one of those. I like this too. This will probably look. It's like a mature version of these ones. So it's the same sort of style or the same sort of color idea or I guess the type of coloring technique, but done in, I would say, more less playful colors. There we go. Which would be more, I in my mind, more of a mature statement. It's been so relaxing listening while I get ready for work. I've got pretty much everything done early. Oh, that's good. What do you do? What do you do, gagging? Or did I already ask you and I forgot? Yeah, that's another thing. As I get older, I get really, really forgetful. Okay. Yeah, I get a lot of hair. Gosh, there's a lot of hair here, which is great, for drag. If you want to style it, then you have a lot of hair to work with. But this is a great. Oh, you do airport security. This is a nice wig too. It's it has a nice color, I guess. Um, but yeah, it's more like more in the red family, an ombre red. Yeah, I like it too. I mean, because I do look good. I do like reds. You know what I mean? I am a red person. Okay, and this, last but not least, there's this box. It says Envy Wigs and Hair Add-on. Let's see what this is. Oh, okay. So it's another. What is this? Oh, I swear to God, I have a wig. Is this like a boy wig? No, it wouldn't be a boy wig. Look how little it is. I've never had such little wigs. Wait, I can smell perfume on this.
Hi, baby. Hello, baby boy. Hello, baby boy. Hello. Hello.
Now, of course, if I was to really wear this, I would have to do a lot of pumping it up. Oh my God, I want to get Mark to wear it. Oh, who does it remind me of? Who does it remind me of? You know what? I bet my mom would like this wig. I swear to God, I think my mom would like this wig. I mean, it's a great wig. It is. And I like the color. The color's very natural looking. Like, it's brown with like gold highlights. I swear, I bet my mother would wear this wig. Like, every day. Like, I took her to a wig shop because she wanted a wig. She goes, "I'm just sick of doing my hair. I'm sick of it. I'll wear wigs. I don't care." And I took her and she's like, "It looks too much like a wig." Oh, mother, it's a wig. But she don't want to look wiggy. This is great. I honestly, I'm thinking about giving this to my mom. It's like a Kris Jenner wig, isn't it? I think this look good, really good on my mom. Anyway, I everything you sent me is just absolutely wonderful. I can't stand it. It's just so much. And it's overwhelming because I know the value of this stuff. I do. I know whether you bought it all or not. I don't care. I still know the monetary value of this, and I really, really appreciate it. I do. It's a lot. It's a lot, and even it's a lot to send it. It's a lot to pack. It's a lot to send it. It's everything. So I just really, really appreciate it. I do. And I can't wait to play with it. I'm gonna have to organize it. I'm gonna have to find storage for it. And then I'm gonna keep out the stuff that I know I'm gonna play with immediately. But it's overwhelming. It is. So thank you so much. Um, it's crazy. And you sent me this stuff, so I'm just imagining what you still have at home. You must have a whole room of stuff. So thank you. Thank you very much. I mean, even I know the shipping of this. The box is heavy. I know it probably was at least $30-$40 to send this just in shipping. I know. I used to ship stuff. A medium shadow brush. Oh, and a pencil. Oh, is that what they call them? The pencil brush. Anyway, awesome stuff. Great stuff. Okay. I can't get this out. Airport security. Oh, you want gagging? Do you have Netflix? Me and Mark just watched a movie. It looks too normal. Long hair gives the fantasy, right? No, it's an ordinary wig, and so that's why I'm thinking about giving it to my mom. Because there's really nothing that. Now Agatha could probably use it to look. I could use it because it's such a small wig. I could to make really ugly proportions. But I love this pencil. I love that. Okay. Anyway, okay, gagging. If you have Netflix, or anybody, there's a movie called Carry On. My friend Blaze told me about it. It's called Carry On, meaning carry on luggage. Okay. Where it's who do you guys know Jason Bateman? He was from one of those 80s shows, Jason Bateman. Not like Full House or Growing Pains. Maybe it was Growing Pains. I don't know. One of those. He's in it, and so is the guy from Avatar, the Marine, the guy who was crippled or whatever. He's in it. He's the airport security, and Jason Bateman is in the airport. And so Jason Bateman, he's TSA. No, the other guy. He's TSA. And a tub comes by him and it has an earpiece in it. And he puts it in. Or he could hear somebody saying, put it in. I can't remember. So he puts it in. And Jason Bateman starts talking to him and giving him orders and telling him what to do. Basically, there's a nerve agent. Like what he's saying is, he's listening. He goes, basically, if you don't want me, Silver Spoons, if you don't want me to kill your wife, you're going to do exactly what I tell you to do. Then he proves to him, I know who your wife is. I know where she's at. Like he's like, oh shit, this guy's serious. He goes, so there's going to be a man in a red hat. Interesting. They used a red baseball hat. I don't know what they're subconsciously trying to, make a message. Who knows? But anyway, a man in a red hat is going to be coming through. And you will allow his luggage to come through TSA. And so, of course, he's like, what are you talking about? I'm not doing that. And then he threatens him. He, plays him an audio of his wife. He lets him know, I'm serious and I will kill your wife, whatever. So this guy comes through with the luggage and he saw the red hat and he's like, oh shit. So he's like, now there's lots more going on at the time, like, because the guy can also see him because he's tapped into the cameras and he has other people in the airport, surveilling. But anyway, so he knows he has eyes on him. So he's telling him, you get this luggage through, everything will be fine. Well, once he sees it and knows what it is and all this stuff, and he's like, I can't let that go on a plane. And then the guy starts telling him his plan with it, whatever. very it's loosely like Speed, with Keanu Reeves, and then there was also Phone Booth with Colin Farrell, I think. It's all based on listening. You're on the phone and you have to stay there the whole time, or something's going to happen, or you know what I mean. It's like some mysterious person giving you instructions. It runs along those lines, but it's very good. I liked it. I don't know why we started. Oh, airport security. That's why we started talking about it. Anyway, it's an airport security movie, gagging. So you should check it out. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna go. Me and Mark are gonna have hamburgers. I don't know what he has planned for dinner, but I got to go through all of this, and I honestly cannot wait to work on those, specifically those two wigs, the bangs and the blonde tinsel, because those are very different things that I don't have. So I can't wait to play with that. Anyway, so thank you guys for joining me. It's been 3.5 hours. Anyway, love you. Thanks again, Katrina. I hope you watch this. Bye, guys.